No, not that. Or that. Shit, none of the songs... Alright, this one's short enough. So, despite the fact that today I have successfully, gotten my power restored, gotten my internet fixed, and then fixed again because my power surge, I guess, or whatever happened, decided to blow the shit out of my cable modem. So I lost that. So we had to go get a new one and then get it set up. But I am here. I fixed the... How dare you, computer. I fixed the cable modem with 6 minutes to spare before 7 p.m. And now I'm just waiting for players to show up. So there's that. No. Twitch, darling. Thank you, Brick. Please actually connect to the internet. We're good. He's fine. But boy howdy, y'all, am I excited to do some frickin' D&D. And I had some foresight today, so check that shit out. I titled the stream before I started it 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And because of that, I didn't accidentally mistitle it, which is the greatest. Hell yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not... Or maybe am I unable to... Oh my god. You know what? I'll just look at that later. Okay. So, what I'll be doing, because it's going to take a few minutes for Zackrow's player to get here, I think we have everyone else. Let's see here. We have Brom, we have Temp, we have Minato, we have Mir, Tiska's out. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much going to be, missing Zackrow for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and swap to this view. Hello. Thank you for the host, whoever just hosted me. I love you. And I will go ahead and bring my players back in so that we can recap what happened in the last session since it's been like 2 weeks, and we'll go ahead and do that now. Alright, everybody.
Greetings.
Hey, half the team.
What's up?
The ceiling.
Howdy.
Okay, that's not what I was asking what you said, but okay.
I said, hey, half the team.
Oh. Zackrow will be up in a minute. Hopefully. Okay, so I know, Luke, you forgot what happened. Did anybody else forget?
A little bit.
We went to the plane of shadow.
Basically, yes.
And there was no sky.
Yeah, it's correct, yeah. Absolutely. Anybody
And
else?
we had to make will saves.
A couple of you did.
I failed.
That you did.
So I had to make
I
Will
fixed
Smith.
it. I fixed it.
Yes, you did. And I thank you for that.
Yep,
And
yep.
Mir thanks you for not stabbing her in the face.
Oh, but that's the fun part.
All of this is true.
No, don't stab the healer.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
I'm used to getting attacked as the healer.
Okay, so, yeah,
Well,
you
I
guys
couldn't
went
also-
to the Shadowfell. And yeah, because a couple of you had to make wisdom saving throws for Shadow Saints Haven, and then Minato had to make one for the swamp itself. And you guys got surrounded by some horses, and then you met Verrukt, and he took you back to the keep.
Yes.
Do you remember the task he set you?
We're getting the power source, which is a phylactery for Lich.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is correct.
And we're really hoping we don't have to fight the Lich ourselves.
Yeah, same.
Probably going to have to. I wouldn't bet on not having to fight something undead, like an undead giant or something.
I have planned a beautiful buffet of treats for you tonight.
I am sure
Oh,
you
God.
have.
Oh,
I
I'm
have to
seriously
close my window.
terrified.
Someone is mowing really loudly.
We can't hear a thing. At least I can't.
but Falcon can, and it will drive her slowly nuts.
Ah,
Well,
fair point.
more crazy.
Fair point.
Yeah, I can hear it, damn it. Alright. Okay.
And then the smell. I'm not a big fan of the fresh mowed lawns.
Verrukt is Bay? Yeah, he is. Okay.
It's not a fan of you either.
Yikes. Alright, so, unless there's anything else I had for you guys to do, I don't believe there is. Let me see if I can access a good playlist, because I don't have one for the Shadowfell, because I never made one.
Oops.
Yep, my
For
B.
shame.
Just get some like
Oh,
classical dreary music or something.
the fuck? It's fine, I got it.
Get some music that shows everyone's internal crippling depression.
So you're talking about 90s emo.
Basically.
Okay. So,
Or just, crawling in my crawl on repeat. That would
crawling
also
in
work.
my crawl. Classic. Yeah, people recommend tabletop audio to me, but I haven't used it
I'm
before.
mildly afraid to ask.
It's the song Crawling, but like every noun has been replaced with the word crawl.
Okay then.
It's a thing.
On a quick side note off of that, have you seen the entire episode, like,
I'm
I think it was
plugging
like,
my own stream,
3,
hold on.
where they have every lightsaber clash is replaced with "do it" said by the senator, but once you get to the senator, it's a lightsaber clash.
No, it's time to stop.
It's
Here we go.
hilarious.
Yeah, have you seen the one where it's the battle, but every single lightsaber clash is replaced with Obi-Wan going hello there?
No.
Have you seen the one, the completion of the Holy Trinity, where it's a battle, but every single lightsaber clash is Jar Jar Binks screaming, "Oh no"?
People have too much free time.
Those are great.
Yeah, okay, so, getting back into what we're supposed to be doing. I really need to
Oh,
put
we're
these
supposed to
away.
be doing something, right?
Uh-huh. Love you too. I only handcrafted this campaign for you. Okay, so you were told by Verrukt that you need to sneak into the Lich's fortress and capture the phylactery, which he has used the source as the base for. And you need to take that out of the plane and destroy it. He has given you a sending stone so that he can direct you through the fortress, because he has been inside before, though he did not manage to capture the phylactery, and he kind of knows how to get through it, so he can help you do that. But he cannot go in himself, because he says, as he is a servant of the Raven Queen and a native of the Shadowfell, the Lich-King will detect him.
Fantastic.
What?
Cool.
So we're trying to not get spotted by a Lich-King. Excellent.
This shall be a very fun exercise.
Oh, we're exercising? I hate exercise.
Dude, same. So,
Depends on the type.
he says basically what's going to happen is he is going to direct some of the Raven Queen's forces to do a sort of like a mini assault to lure the Lich-King out of the castle, which happens a lot, behind his forces, purposefully to get him away from the secondary phylactery so that you guys can get it. So when you go in, it should be not too hard. It should be pretty easy going. And you guys should...
You say this. You say this.
it should be clear for you. The way it... I mean, the castle should be empty. For the most part.
Should be. Should
Yeah.
be. And for the most part. I'm hearing these qualifiers. You can't see the stink eye I'm giving you, but it's there. More like side eye. We're not at stink eye levels yet.
Though I'm
once, I'm
sure
not
the
lying.
full-on evil eye will be out shortly.
So, man, this feels weird with that Zackrow here. So, yeah, you guys ready to just take it on?
I guess.
Maybe
I
is
guess
that
so.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, he has a spare sending stone which he'll attune to yours. Oh, and Lorelai's with you. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to roll for her whenever you guys make rolls. I keep
Yep.
forgetting. Oh, I'm gonna need to have her spell list up. So Lorelai's with you. She attunes her sending stone to your guys's, and you guys can. I'm not gonna like make you send the frickin' sending stone spell and like care about what that's doing unless you're on different planes and trying to contact somebody, so it might not arrive. That's the only time I'm gonna make you actually give a shit about how to use a sending stone. Otherwise, just fucking use it
Cool.
like a walkie-talkie you don't need to touch.
Okay.
Cool.
Mir asks Verrukt if he has any advice, any information about the castle, anything we should watch for or avoid, besides the obvious Lich.
Well, hopefully the Lich will not be inside the castle when you go in. But I know there are various security forces, almost, and the Lich-King has many creatures that dwell within the castle that he can use to spontaneously attack intruders if he knows that they are there. As long as you do not
Don't-
alert something
Yes.
that can report back to him, you should be alright.
Don't let the guards got it.
As for guards, I'm not really sure that there will be guards, actually. But I know that the ravens that I pointed out earlier, the ones that are undead, the mockery that he has made of the Raven Queen's symbol, and you can hear there's just venom in him when he says that. He's pissed off that this guy did that. The ravens that he has that are undead, they may roam the castle hallways. They may be on the lookout. Just avoid them and you should be fine.
Very well.
I will be in touch. I will do my best to help you as I can. I will also be commanding the forces outside the castle to the best of my ability. So if you need my help, please call for me and I will help you get through the hallways. But I will not always
Alright.
be available.
Well, I wish you luck on your end. I would offer you the blessings of my gods, but well, this place doesn't have a sky, so that would probably be weird.
And he's he smiles at you and he
Best
goes,
of luck.
"It's okay. I have my own lady to protect me. I think I will be alright. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it."
Shall we be on our way?
Yes.
Who's ready to storm a castle?
If that's what you're doing.
Well, not exactly storming, but
I believe we're taking in the back entrance.
Yeah,
I was
Verrukt?
trying to make a Princess Bride joke. You know, have fun
Oh,
storming the
I'm
castle.
sorry, I missed it. I'm so sorry.
I haven't seen that.
We'll just
movie
try to
in
have
ages.
fun sneaking into the castle.
There you go.
Infiltrating.
Yup. Verrukt tells you that you can probably get around behind the castle and then sneak in underneath. And that should be a good way in. And he tells you this as he leads you out of the room and back out of the keep through like throngs of people, and you definitely recognize that this is like remnants of a war camp that have just come in or something. And he takes you on this sort of circuitous route through the Ebony Hills, which are the mountains that you guys are in, and it leads you up past the back of the keep and through these like pine forests that are filled with snow and kind of this cold. It's not really snow because there's no sky, kind of, but it feels like snow and it looks like snow. It just evaporates when you get near it. And he leads you through this area, and he takes you. It seems like you walk a lot shorter of a distance than you think you do, or than you must do, because when you move out of the trees on like an outcropping, you notice that the river is like it's out of sight, but you haven't walked for more than a few minutes. And this is the first and one of the only times you get a good like, full long-distance look at the Lich-King's fortress, which doesn't have a name. But what you do notice about it is that, well, first off, you see the battlefield, and it's spread below you, and Verrukt looks a little nervous because they're on a very high outcropping, and there could be ravens scouting. But you see the Raven Queen's forces, like, there's an actual army down there, like, doing some damage, and then there's, like, some undead hordes and stuff, and then behind the undead hordes you see, and it's moving, you see the fortress, and it is gently drifting forwards, just ever so slightly, and you can see underneath it there's this thick, dense fog that billows outwards, and it's allowing somehow the fortress to move.
That is not something you see every day.
If it needs a name, I suggest either Castle Doom and Gloom or Castle Angry Cloud. Or, you know, Grey Cloud if you want to be a little less fun with it.
But he glances over and he goes, it had a name once, but it was lost when the Lich-King took it. And then he leads you back into the woods. He says, "Come."
I
Yes?
think we should call it Castle Rolling Stone.
No.
Why? What?
Ugh. Come on, man.
Did you say
Really?
Rolling Storm or Rolling Stone?
Rolling Storm would be great. No.
That's what I
What
thought
the-
he said.
It's not. I'm infuriated that I didn't see this coming.
Moving along.
Okay. I guess so, huh? God damn it. Verrukt leads you back into the trees, out of the sight of any Raven scouts, and sort of down a hillside, and as is the world in the Shadowfell, as is the nature of the plane, you seem to like go down a little bit of slope, and poof, you're at the bottom of the mountain, because that's how the Shadowfell works. And he says, "Alright, if you go around behind the castle, I will go ahead and order the forces out front to attack, and we can cause a significant enough distraction that you will be able to get in unharmed and unnoticed."
Okie dokie.
And he pretty much he bids you farewell and heads on out, and you see him turn and pretty much vanish into the trees.
I was gonna say, Mir was like, bye,
Oh,
good luck, don't die.
What the
Yeah.
heck is up, y'all?
all right, JD. You came in just
Zackrow.
in time to approach the giant floating fortress of the Lich-King. What's up?
What up? Don't mind me. I'm rolling my foresight.
Your divination?
dice.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
All right. So you guys approach this giant ass fortress that is definitely hanging above the ground. It's not touching the
Oh.
ground. You can tell that much.
Hmm.
So what
Well.
would you like to do?
Stealth up to the back.
Okay, you enter the fog.
How high is it? you
Before
said?
entering the fog, I will stick my sword in and see if anything happens.
Nothing really happens.
Okay, then I'll go into the fog.
Okay, your vision is heavily obscured, but that's pretty much it. I don't actually know what that. I probably should have looked that up, but it didn't. It probably just
Do we
gives you
wanna,
like
like-
disadvantage on some stuff.
Hold hands or a rope together so we don't lose each other in the fog.
Sure, I'll pull out my rope.
I grab whoever's hands is nearby.
Zackrow just grabs for somebody. Okay, accurate. Everybody else?
Mir will, like, wrap her, or wrap the rope around one arm and have her holy symbol in the other.
Hey Luke, what are you eating? It sounds
Oh.
tasty.
I'm not eating anything. I got my
I think that's Zackrow or JD.
JD's got
It's
something.
definitely Luke. Alright.
No, this is me. I
This
have.
is where I'm eating.
It's his
I'm
dice
eating
thing
pasta right now.
rolling around in his
I
hand.
think the other, yeah, I was gonna say, I think the other noise is just dice rattling.
Alright, alright. Okay,
Yep.
so Mir grabs holy symbol in one hand, rope in the other.
Yep.
Alright. Oh,
I have
anybody
a
else?
rapier in one and the rope in my hand.
Okay. How are you guys going to get into the fortress is what I'm asking you now.
Let's
Uh,
try-
Anyone have a grappling hook?
I believe I do.
good.
Okay. Everyone, let's see.
Is there a hatch on the bottom side near the back side?
Roll a perception check.
With disadvantage?
I'm
or
assuming, yes,
advantage?
because the area
Okay,
is
yeah, I
heavily
was gonna
obscured.
say. Well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Pretty sure I see nothing.
What'd
I
you
rolled a-
roll?
I rolled a 4
Nice.
Mir gets a 16 with
Plus-
disadvantage.
plus 3.
Oh, I should
so
look.
7. I get a 7 total.
Okay, Minato, you don't really. It's foggy as fuck down here. Mir,
It is.
you are looking around. 16 is with your modifiers?
Yes.
Okay.
And disadvantage.
Nice. That's not bad. You look around, and you try to kind of scout the bottom of the fortress, and after a couple moments, you notice a patch on this roof, and it's really disconcerting because you can feel the fortress and it's moving overhead of you, probably about 15 feet or so. And
Mir quietly prays that it doesn't suddenly stop floating while we're under it.
yeah, you can feel like the immensity of this thing just over top your head, and it's bright under here because there's ambient light of the fog. Well, not bright. Nothing's bright in the Shadowfell, but there's ambient light of the fog. But this massive dark thing is just hanging over your head, and you notice a patch that looks a little darker than the rest of it, and you can tell the rest of, like, the normal bottom of this castle, which appears to have been literally ripped out of the ground at some point. The normal bottom of it is kind of like a solid stonework, but this patch, this big chunk of it, is dark.
Mir's gonna ask the group to pause for a sec. I think I see something. She's gonna look over the rope for a second, cast light on one of her arrows, and fire it toward that hole.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, nice. You don't need to make an attack roll or anything. It's a hole. It's not really going anywhere. It is a hole, and it looks like at some point there was like a section of stonework, and it appears to have fallen out at some point, and this is a hole leading up into what looks like the lowest level of a castle. And you think this is probably because castles aren't designed to not fall out because they're not supposed to be in the air.
It's not holding together as well as that house from up.
It certainly is not.
I'm
Hey, Bag of
picturing this
Cocoa?
gloomy, dark castle being held aloft with
shit.
hundreds of colorful balloons.
Hey, we can't see the top.
You cannot see the top.
Guys, I think I know what
He
liches
has a
are all
massive
about.
Great sword. Oh, he doesn't have a great sword.
Oh?
Hey,
This part,
Twitch
yeah.
chat. I need from you 2 names. Real
You'll
quick.
see.
2 names. 2 fantasy names.
I'm so
Probably
confused.
both
Yeah.
male. Go.
It's gonna be full of balloons in there. All right, how do we get in? I need to know now.
Someone mentioned a grappling hook. Can we hook that up to catch the edge of the hole?
You can try.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Would that be a strength check of some kind?
That would be an athletics check.
I could
Mhm.
just use my. How high is the top of the castle from where we are?
You
Bottom of
have
the castle.
no idea. Hundreds of
All
feet.
right. Hundreds of feet. Oh,
Definitely.
okay. So
Mia
So-
tries to chuck the grappling hook and gets a 10. I think it falls a bit short.
Yeah, it does. It does. You give it's a really great effort for you. But it
Would it
does
be
not quite reach the
athletics?
edge of the hole.
Athletics or acrobatics? Probably athletics,
Athletics.
right?
Does Brom? How's your athletics?
Not too great. Kind of short and stubby.
Athletics is strength-based.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
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 Oh, okay. Oh, then it's pretty good.
Mir hands
Go,
you the
Brom,
grappling.
go.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll give it a toss.
I like Delkai. I'm taking Delkai. What's your modifier, though?
Uh,
Okay. Wait, your modifier's...
No, I added together. It is.
Okay. Especially your modifier's plus 13? Holy shit, that's some bard level shit. No, okay, so... You... Yeah, you take your best effort at throwing this grappling hook, and it does make it into the hole, but what happens is the metal catches on a stone, and you're like, yes! And you give it a tug, and the stone fucking falls out. You're like, ah, shit.
Rip.
can I use a short bow to try and shoot it up there?
Yeah, you can try.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Crystal. Nope. Nope.
Mir retrieves the rope and tries it with her longbow.
Oh. Okay, keep going.
Uh,
Didn't think this was gonna be the biggest challenge. Epithecus.
27.
Epitha. Epitha. I kind of like Epitha. Or Epitha. Epitha. Oh yeah, that'll do it. You pull back this massive longbow, and you fire it on up into the dark hole, and what you feel is the arrow just solidly slipping ever so neatly into probably some chunk of wall or grout or something, and when you tug on the rope, it does not give way.
Mir is... Mir is relatively small and light, so she will climb up first and make sure it's nice and sturdily held on.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Just straight strength, or
Yeah, you can do athletics if you want.
doesn't make a difference there. It would only be good if it was, acrobatics.
Athletics.
Mir gets onto the rope, she starts climbing it, and then
Epitha,
she's like,
yep.
yeah! Thwap! She rolls a nat 1.
Oh.
No! Belly flops onto the ground beneath because she
High or low, real quick?
did not do that. Hi?
Let's see here. You're good. The rope holds. It remains where it is.
Oh, okay.
I will attempt to climb.
Give me an athletics check.
Hey, I'll climb that rope.
Ah.
Athletics 12.
This is like the
Yo,
worst
I
gym
climbed
class
that rope.
ever,
This
isn't
is
it?
the worst gym class ever. The rope is now like slippery or something. You can't quite get a hold of it. Did someone else want to climb?
Yeah.
Okay, go
Go,
for
kitty, go!
it. Athletics check. And I think,
Yeah,
do you get
19.
advantage or do you get a buff?
No.
Tabaxi,
It's gonna
Yeah.
be like a bunch.
do you get an advantage or do you get a buff?
It's buffed.
Oh, it's buffed. Okay, 19. Yeah, that'll do it. You guys
Hey.
keep falling off this rope like a bunch of middle schoolers.
Four.
And after a couple seconds, Zackrow just kind of like puts his giant spellbook wherever he puts it when it's not in his hands and fucking scampers up this thing like an escaping gerbil. It's incredible. And he's up there, and that's that. And you're all like, where the shit did that come from? But that's that. He's up there.
Can I attempt
like,
again.
Trotting along
Only-
to keep up with the fortress, gives Zackrow a little thumbs up.
Can I help them get up?
Can I attempt again, but doing like a Cirque du Soleil kind of thing?
You want to use acrobatics?
You're trying to use
for it.
acrobatics, aren't you?
Yeah.
Give me an explanation of this Cirque du Soleil thing, and I'll let you do it.
Where you like wrap it around your hand and your leg, and you kind of like, wrap the.
Aerial
You kind
soap.
of do a spin. Yeah, exactly. Where you spin and you have the rope around your torso, and then you can change positions and grab a little bit higher and let the rope unfurl, and then again wrap it around your body and twist yourself up.
Normally those are going down, but sure, I'll let you do it. Go for it. Give me that acrobatics check.
I want to use this one. That is 19.
All right, yeah. You managed to fucking twist and fairy dance your way up into this castle, and you get some strange looks probably. I don't know about that though.
Yeah.
But you're up there. Your hands hurt a little bit from the
Here's-
rope.
Mir
whatever
tries
works.
this climbing business again with a 21.
Yeah, this time you're like, oh shit, if the cat can do it, I can do it. I'm a bird, and you go for it, and you do it. Which leaves, oh shit, Lorelei. Lorelei's gonna try and climb it.
Oh,
Can you
geez.
climb, Lorelei?
I guess
Do
I'm
you
gonna
want us to
try and
pull you
climb it
up?
too then.
Did I roll her stats? No, but that's... Let's see. That's not her
What'd you
strong
get?
suit.
That's an
Falcon, may I
11.
assist?
Well, Lorelei also rolled an 11, so I'm gonna say the two of you go for the rope at once and run into each other.
Does someone
Falcon,
want to
can I
just
please help them?
Yes.
grab it or wrap it around your arms and the rest of us will pull you up?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
Tie
about.
it around your
Okay.
waist.
Yeah, Lorelei now has advantage. So that's way better. Oh, thank God, she had advantage because she rolled a 1. Yeah, this time, Zackrow, you haul on this, and you help Lorelei, and she kind of scrambles up. Bag of cocoa. So wait, Falcon, are these your friends or
Next.
some random viewers from Twitch? Both.
We'll help Temp and Brom up.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Mhm.
All right. Temp Brom, you have advantage on your checks to climb.
Oh boy.
You got this, guy.
Oh well, that's an at 20, so I don't need the second
Hey.
roll.
He jumps
Whoop.
in.
You practically levitate up the rope.
Yeah, can I just fly, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no. You touch the rope, and it's like one of those fun science tricks. You touch it and like zoop right up it. Like you're not even like holding on to it. You just kind of magnetize up.
Oh, nice.
And Brom follows suit, honestly. Both of you do. You just kind of like... It's like falling, but backwards.
I helped it.
JD, you gotta say
Alright.
this shit out loud, my man.
Mir, cast light, and peers around in wherever the hell we are now.
Okay.
Are
All
we
of you
stealth?
glance around.
It's Shadowfell. I assume it's dark.
Of course it's dark. All of you glance around, and you find that you are in what looks to be, obviously, as the lowest level of the castle, it is the dungeon, or what's left of it, after some of the ground fell out. You're in what... I mean, this appears to be what was once a cell of some sort, but the door is gone, and the entire area looks kind of rotted and disused.
Shall we begin to sneak?
If
Oh,
you so
yes,
desire.
Man, I miss Tiska.
Let's get sneaky.
Yeah, pass without a trace would be real nice right now, wouldn't it?
Oh,
As would someone who could fly.
nat 20 on stealth.
Ooh, nice.
So that's a
Brom, you have
29
disadvantage
total.
because of your heavy armor.
So I rolled a
Mir gets
9.
11.
Oh boy. Roll again, see if you crit fail.
7.
Temp is the sneaky boy.
All right. Good to know. I'll keep that all in mind. Okay. So yeah, you guys have stealthed. What would you like to do?
I would like to scout ahead.
Okay, how far?
About 35 feet from the group,
By the way, oh, I didn't roll for Lorelai's stealth.
looking for traps.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Yeah. What's your passive perception?
12.
12.
Okay. Let's see what I was gonna say. Oh, anybody who does not have dark vision is going to be at a disadvantage unless you guys have a steady light source. So, like Mir's light
Mir
cantrip.
has, yeah.
Okay.
I was
Y'all
gonna
are
say,
good.
Minato's probably a bit further ahead of the light, but I don't know
It'll be
quite
alright.
how far that casts. But yeah, Mir's. You're sticking toward the main body of the group with your little light.
Okay. Alrighty. Where would you guys like to go? Outside the door, there's a hallway leading both directions.
What
I'm
smells
gonna
better?
go left.
All right. Rest of you gonna follow?
At a distance, since Minato wants to be scouting.
Okay.
And I marked the door frame on the left side with a piece of chalk. Just a small line.
Smart.
All right. I like it. Okay. So you guys progress down this this kind of dirty-looking hallway, and as you go, Minato, roll me a perception check.
No, sorry. That's what I rolled. I rolled a 13, so it's 16 total.
Okay. I probably should have used your passive, but whatever. Too late now. You notice
I
that
did think that I was looking for it specifically.
you were looking
That's
for
fine.
traps.
True traps.
Which means this is something else.
But I did make you roll the check, so I'm not going to take that from you. You notice in front of you, the ground, like the sort of grime and dirt that's covering the cobblestones, these ones appear to be cleaner than most.
I look at it closer.
Okay. You look at it closer and notice that the area that appears to be cleaner, you can sort of feel air coming up from between the cobblestones.
Let's not walk there.
Is it like a large area or individual stones that do this?
It's an area.
Alright.
We are at the bottom of the castle, remember?
Mm-hmm. Does it take up the whole hallway?
From what you can see, yeah, pretty much.
Hmm. That's interesting. Well, first off, I do a dotted line across where it just a couple inches from where it starts.
You're with your chalk?
Yes.
Okay.
And I prod it.
You prod
If
it?
it's not a
Poke
like
it with a stick.
if it's not like a pressure sensitive trap, then I press on it if I think it's rotted and just see how stable it is.
What do you press on it with?
The 10-foot pole, of course.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
You roll me roll me a strength check to press on the ground.
My strength is probably terrible. Yeah. 15.
Yeah, no, that's good enough. You pull out your 10-foot pole and you kind of lean it on one of the cobblestones and you you heftily lean on the pole, and the fucking floor just falls out. It's
For
just in a
how
big
far?
clattering down to the ground. The ground
No, I
15
mean,
feet
How
below.
much of the floor?
How far of the hallway floor
Gotcha.
collapses?
All of it.
8 to 10 feet of it, maybe? This place is pretty frickin' rotted.
Right. Can I, 8 to 10 feet is a significant thing to leap. So,
You want to go back and try the other way? See if that's any better?
I'm thinking that would be the best route. So I just put a small X on the floor and I go back.
At this point, you probably have all bitched the rest of the party. It's like, just find something?
Alright.
Don't go that way.
Very cryptic.
You're like, lifts her light and notices the, breeze coming up from the part of the floor missing. Okay.
There's actually some tendrils of fog swirling in now. You don't know where this damn fog's coming from. It just kind of exists. It's weird.
I don't think I want to know.
Is it magical fog?
Probably.
I mean, you tell me.
What do I have to
Arcana check.
That would be an Arcana check.
Alright. What up?
What'd you
25.
What'd you roll?
Nice.
19.
Damn.
Oh,
Alright, yeah, this is magically
nice.
produced fog. It's coming out from,
Do I know what made it with that kind of check?
I mean, probably the Lich-King.
So probably
What
necromancy based, right?
Oh, the spell!
I just want to know if this is a lair effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say sure, yeah, it's a lair effect.
That's not good. Okay. Let's go move on.
Alright.
I'd like to smell down the hallways for danger.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
I continue on down the other hallway again at about a 35, 40-foot distance.
It's a hell of a distance, alright.
Perception. 16.
Well, from the one you smell the ground and the fog because there's a giant hole in the floor. And the other smells like castle. It smells
Okay.
like dirty, grimy, old castle that no one's been in for a while.
Oh, nice.
That musty
All right.
smell.
My favorite smell.
Mm-hmm. Get that as a
Musty,
cologne.
mossy
I'm
smell.
sure.
Smells of undead and unwashed socks.
I'm sure
The
there's
Jokes
word
on you. I
candles
like
for that.
unwashed. No, I can't say that.
Christ. So, you keep going?
Yes.
What do you do? Alright.
Yeah.
Again,
Minato,
continue on
you,
down.
Of course, are the first to come across this as you are 40 feet ahead. And
35.
I'm running to catch
40,
up.
Yeah.
you find a staircase
Oh,
leading
hey.
up.
Okay, is that the only thing down this hallway?
Pretty much. You pass through, a couple of, like, cell blocks. And the only place that goes anywhere is this main hallway leading to a staircase.
As we
Nothing's in
pass the
those cell
cells, I'm
blocks.
just gonna kind of wave the light through, see if it glints off anything valuable.
Okay, as you go along, you see a lot of these cells are empty, and, I mean, occasionally there's a couple of bones in a few of them, but that's about it.
Is there a femur?
Yes?
Okay. Just curious.
This is gonna be a thing with you, isn't it? The femur.
Femurs.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's
Femur
an old
thief.
story.
Femur thief.
Femur thief.
Femur thief. Femur thief.
I didn't take any. It's just curious. So I go, if there's nothing of note in any of the cells, I'll go up the staircase looking for traps.
Okay. Yeah, you go up them and you don't really see anything as you head up the stairwell, and it seems to be fine. And you emerge onto what looks like a second level of dungeon, and the staircase keeps going up. But what you do here are some very, very faint noises from within the cells somewhere.
Cells?
Yeah, it's just the second level of the dungeon. Like, physical
Okay.
dungeon part of a castle, not dungeon like D&D dungeon.
What kind of noises?
There's a lot of, you know what? Roll me a perception check.
Great. Yeah, I hear shite. Six.
Faint noise. Ambiguous
You
noises.
waiting for the rest of the group?
Partially bees, you must have gotten your internet working. I sure did. It took me, I had to go out and buy a new freaking cable modem.
I
I
go
run to
back
catch
down.
up. I want to listen.
I go back down the stairs, and I, unless of course I'm able to, use the sending, but
Zackrow,
I go
you don't
back-
have a sending stone.
Oh,
I figured I didn't.
Zackrow,
So
are you
I go
breaking stealth to
downstairs
run?
to.
no, I'm going to creep quickly.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna go
Sneaky creepy.
downstairs to whoever has the sending stone and ask him what level we need to be on.
Okay, Lorelai's holding it.
30.
She's got the sending stone that you guys have. And Verrukt tells you, you're going to go 3 levels up, and then I will direct you through the hallways to the chamber that holds the phylactery at the moment. I believe it is still there, since last time I was in here I did not get anywhere close to it, and I did not have a chance to confirm that it was there. I mean, I know it was there, but the Lich-King doesn't know that I understand that. So I doubt they will have moved it. Additionally, I think your little gadget will be slightly helpful.
Yeah, what's the nav box doing?
Navbox is pointing in.
Let's go.
So I go back upstairs and I place an X
So,
by the doorway, and I keep going up.
For the cells,
Mhm.
Mir gets a 1 for stealth, but 20 for perception.
Jesus, on what level? Where are you looking?
Nice.
At where Minato said she heard the noises.
You hear whispering, and it sounds like humanoid voices, and they're speaking. Let's see. The language, you don't quite understand it. It sounds like slippery and shimmery for a language, and that's hard to. You know, it's not one you understand, and it's not one you've ever heard before.
Mir tugs on Zackrow's sleeve. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
All right, Zackrow. Now that you've been alerted to this, you recognize. Do you speak Sylvan?
I do not, but I know of the language.
You know of the language, so you know enough to know that what they're speaking is Sylvan, but you don't know what they're saying.
I cast tongues.
Okay, and what does that do?
They can all understand us, and we can all understand them.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. You hear them talking, and now that you can understand them, what you hear is these voices, and they're talking about the battle going on outside. And you hear the Raven Queen's name mentioned once or twice. And you even hear Verrukt's name mentioned once, but again, it is far off, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they're talking about. And you gather that these might be people associated with the Raven Queen or with Verrukt.
I'm already
Might be,
headed
or
up
are we
the level.
sure? Are we sure? Are we sure?
I mean, is anyone ever really sure of anything?
The voices are
I'm
quick
gonna
and hurried and
whisper
quiet.
through the door.
You do what?
I like to whisper at the door.
Which door?
The door where you hear the whispers.
You're just hearing them from somewhere off in the cells. You never went and
There is
investigated.
no
Oh, dear.
door there. I continued up to the next level.
Well, you're gonna have to wait till I finish this one.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I'll whisper to them. If you are
So-
who I think you are, we can help one another.
They pause for a second, and then one of them goes, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Mir says we're Raven people. Hi.
What? What the hell
They
are you
eat
doing?
more literally than everybody else.
What are are you doing? Where are? Come here. And you can kind of locate the voice.
I go there.
Okay, yeah, you head down, you follow the sound of the voice, and you head down a couple hallways, and you come to a cell with a couple of, like, sullen-looking Shadar-kai in it, just kind of chilling there.
Okay.
And one of them, you can tell, one of them at least is in the black armor of the Raven Queen's servants. The other are in, like, kind of generic-looking versions of it, but none of them are anywhere near as, like, fancy and awesome-looking as Verrukt.
But, like, these are real people, right? I poke one.
With what?
My finger.
I mean,
You
go
die
ahead and reach
instantly.
through the bars to do that.
I picture Zackrow like reaches over, pulls an arrow from Mir's quiver, and like pokes him with the butt end.
I'm actually gonna roll a dexterity saving throw for this guy. 'Cause he doesn't want to be poked. He doesn't do too hot, so you poke this guy. And he goes, "Oh, what the fuck?
Yup.
Stop, don't touch me." What are you-
Mir kind
Same.
of swats at Zackrow.
What are you doing here? One of them, the
Oh.
fanciest
Become
armored
kind of
one
our
seems to
thing.
be the spokesperson.
We're trying to stop the Lich-King.
I'm asking what you do.
Who sent you here?
Verrukt.
That one guy.
We did.
Verrukt
wait,
says hi.
What? What? Keep your voice down. Okay, what?
Verrukt sent us.
To do what?
To help.
He brought
Okay.
the drugs. I don't say that.
Does anyone have lockpicks or some way to get these open?
By the way, because now several people are wondering about languages. Now that they've noticed that you're mostly speaking in common, they've switched over to common. And they say,
Oh,
"Yeah,
that's sweet.
can you fucking let us out of here?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Let's do it.
All right, thank you, please and thank you, God."
Are there keys or Mir kind of looks around
Not
her
ones
friends?
that
Do
I
you have
have.
lockpicks?
Not keys that I have. I know. Oh God, one of the fucking wardens has the keys, but can you pick the lock or something? We really got.
Yeah,
to
sure.
Warden?
Let's do it.
We can try.
Well, someone's trying the lock. Wardens?
Yeah, some of the Lich-King servants, they come down to manage, I guess, us every so often.
Oh, they sound lovely.
Can't do much, but they keep the doors locked, and that's all they really need to do.
Are they undead or?
Yeah, they're undead. He's like
Zombie
looking at you.
ghost
He's like,
skeleton?
"Yes, of course they're fucking undead. This thing is a goddamn lich. Can I leave?"
I love these guys. I love them.
What sort of undead? Ghosty undead? Skeleton undead?
I mean, they hold keys, so they're
Undead,
physical,
undead.
not ethereal. So you know, like things that were dead and then resurrected. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, is someone
Oh, we
attempting
can
to
get
pick
that
one of the
cleared up
locks?
right quick for you, bud. Yeah.
Hey, shut the fuck up, pal. Just open the
Who,
goddamn door.
Who's picking the lock?
Yeah, someone picking the lock here.
I'll
I'd
try
recommend Lug here.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no,
You know,
Minato
our
went up to the
thief.
next level. Femur Thief is out of
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed
Well,
I
we
was
have a
making
smith, a
conversation
jeweler,
while
and me.
someone
We
was
can do
picking
this.
the lock.
I'll try it.
Go for it. Roll a. You don't have thieves' tools, do you?
Nope.
Roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Hey, actually, we have a jeweler with us. Could we improvise, maybe?
Jeweler's tools are very different from thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Very different.
Okay.
Got her.
Okay.
Damn it. I
Maybe a
rolled
textiles person.
I rolled sleight of hand with disadvantage, and one of them was a nat 20.
Oh, the
Oh.
worst.
All
What's the
around
other?
me are familiar faces and all that.
It's a 5, so plus 5 is 10.
You cannot. I mean, what are you using it? You shove your dagger in there?
I was gonna use my crochet hooks.
Okay, you pop a crochet hook in there, and you kind of wiggle it around. But you've never picked a lock. You don't really know what to do, and it doesn't really
I mean,
do
does anyone
anything
ever
at all.
really know what to do?
Could I,
Okay, I'm
after so
gonna-
long, come down and be like, "Hey, what's taking so long?"
You can, sure.
We're not as good at this.
Mir
Alright,
lights
so
I'll
her
pop
lamp for someone to hold while Luga Pixelog is just gonna kind of peer around, check to see that nobody's coming.
Okay, yeah. As far as you can tell, no one's coming. What's your passive perception anyway?
14, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 14.
All right. So Minato.
I show up. What is taking so long?
God, there's another one of you. Jesus Christ, how many?
We found
Whoever that
friends,
is, whoever-
says Mir.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we found people who are not trying to kill us and are with the people who are having us help. So, can you pick the lock?
Fine. Step aside. Alright, I
Please,
picked
thank
the
you.
lock.
You mean you're gonna have to roll for it?
Yep.
Sleight of hand.
That would be. Let me do math. 24.
Yeah. Okay. You kind of clear out, and you're like, all right, get out of my fucking way. And you step up to the lock, and you look inside it, and you're like, there's one tumbler, you guys, one, and you just pop it open.
Well, pardon us that we
How did we
couldn't
not
get
do
past
that?
that first post.
So
Mir just kind of shuffles her feet, looks a little embarrassed.
So-
Too good.
as soon as the lock clicks, all like the main Shadar-kai in the cell, that's the word, like he just springs up, and the others are like, oh shit, we're getting out. And he's like, yes, okay, it was down, you came from downstairs, how'd you get out, how'd you get in?
There's a hole in the floor, not the one
Got
where
it,
it's
got it,
just
got
a
it,
bunch
we're
of
out,
the roof.
got it, later.
Go for the
He
one with the
fucking
rope.
runs.
Go downstairs. There's one with a rope.
Bye.
Okay.
His
Ah,
compatriots follow him, and they
yeah.
are out of here.
Not so scary without their horses.
You just watch them goes and goes. Well, fine then. Don't stay and help us.
Rip.
It's not like we wanted your help or anything.
Okay.
How did we
Mia
get
checks the
here?
rest of the cells for other imprisoned folks and/or Chinese.
There's not a lot. Hold on, let me look at my notes document for a minute.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's not really anything in any of the other cells.
I go back up to the 3rd level.
All right. Rest of the party following suit.
Yeah,
Yep,
why not?
following a little ways back.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys head up to the 3rd level, and this one is not part of the prison and dungeon area. This one, it leads out to like a normal hallway junction, and you can go straight or you can go to the right. And that's pretty much your options there.
Shall we try straight?
Why not?
Sure. For once.
I was gonna say,
waiting for
the
someone
only
to make
straight
a
thing
joke.
most of us have ever done.
Hell yeah.
Ah, the only straight thing in this party. I love it. Let's go.
All right. So yeah, you guys head down the tunnel that's directly out, and after a bit, the nav box begins to like change direction and point you like into the wall, so you can tell that the source is in that direction. And after a couple minutes of walking, it feels really long, you come to another junction with another stairwell,
Now,
and the pathway in front of you is you can take the stairs up or down, or you could go to the right.
I go back to the group.
Okay.
And
Oh, you were alone?
yeah, I am always scouting ahead. Just
Okay.
assume that I always scout
I'm
a little bit
always
ahead.
So,
alone.
should we
Yeah,
be
I
marking the
assumed.
stairs and hallways and such with more chalk? If you're not already doing that, Minato?
Yes.
Cool.
So I asked them to, now that we're on the level, ask Verrukt where we should go from here.
Okay.
Which we should have done at the first split.
Lorelei rings him, and he says, "All right, there are a couple of things you need to be careful of. There is, on this level, I know there are, between you and your goal, there's a couple of hallways with some storage rooms, and a main chamber
Storage
that
rooms,
you
my
will
only
have to
weakness.
go through. Unfortunately, this is the best and safest of the routes you could take. There are many dangers in
missed
the
the
other passageways.
I missed the bit just after the storerooms thing because Temp was speaking.
There's
Sorry.
a main chamber. It's a large, less of like a courtyard almost. It's in the center of the castle, but you'll have to go through.
Okay.
Hopefully, there should be nothing there, aside from maybe a few ravens. But you should be alright. As long as you are sneaky, as long as you are quiet,
Do you
they won't notice you.
happen to know which hallways we take for that, or should we
Yes.
just...
From the where did you go from your which part of the castle are you in?
We're on the, I guess, third floor up now. We went up through 2 floors of dungeons. Mir uses that avian trait of hers to let her know if we're toward like the north end of the castle or the south end or whatnot, because she knows which direction is north.
The back hallways. Right? And he kind of like figures out where you are, and he says, "Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take the hallway from the staircase where you came up, and you want to take that, and he gives you like a complex series of rights and lefts and turns and shit, and he's like, and
Mir
once
pulls
you...
out something and starts writing it down.
Yeah, and he'll help you as you go along.
Verrukt, can you give me the address? I have Google Maps.
No, you fucking don't.
The nav box does not tell you to turn right at the third hallway.
It does not. The
just
nav
says
box
it's
does
that
not
way.
have the layout of the castle, unfortunately.
It's the old kind of GPS.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The kind that just tells you coordinates are this way as the crow flies. And unfortunately, the crow in your party does not fly, so...
Ripperoni. Alright. So yeah, he gives you a complex set of directions, and I'm not gonna, like, make him give you directions, but assume that he's usually, telling you where to turn and shit. Though sometimes his directions are, like, a little late, like he's busy doing something else.
Fair enough.
We hear him go, okay, now you turn to the... Wait, what's that? Sounds of swords clashing. Alright, so...
One moment. Hold on. And then there's, like, a brief silence, and he comes back, and he sounds a little out of breath. Yep. Okay, so he leads you...
What are you doing, buddy?
What?
What's he doing?
Stuff.
What are you saying? What words are those?
Who's doing what?
What words are those, JD? Freaking... I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, my man.
Why is Verrukt running around? I don't trust him.
And
he's probably fighting in one of the 50,000 battles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's down there fighting the Lich-King's forces and being our distraction.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to be rude. Alright, let's go.
Can you lean a little closer to your microphone, JD?
Why, yes. Let's go.
Alright, that's much better.
Right.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you guys head out through some of the twists and turns, and let's see, Mira, your passive is 14? Does anybody have a passive higher than that?
I wish.
Tiska does, but Tiska's not here. I think Tiska's is 15. Okay.
What's it based on your wisdom?
Yeah, it's your wisdom modifier plus 10. Or no, it's your perception bonus plus 10.
Oh.
Falcon, can you have a guardian
So
come
we
out of nowhere?
continue
What's
on.
that? Okay. Yeah, as you go along, Mir, you notice out of the corner of your eye, the shadows are kind of like flitting about a little.
Shadows are moving on their own.
Little bit.
Mir pauses, pulls out her holy symbol, and brandishes it at the shadows.
Okay, yeah, you do that, and the shadows, like, don't move or anything. They're just shadows of, like, you guys and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
and stuff.
Mir watches them suspiciously before continuing on.
Okay.
I start not only looking out for traps, but knowing that we're probably going to get close to them for ravens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, you look at the shadows as you pass, as you keep going, and you don't see anything odd about them. You guys are passing past, like, a bunch of storage rooms and shit.
Anything of note in said storage rooms? Or just a bunch of crates?
How interesting you
Loot,
ask.
loot,
Roll perception.
Loot.
We'll go with you. That will be 19.
Okay, as you sort of peek into some of these rooms as you're going by, you notice in one of them, you definitely detect the very, very telltale scent of a decaying corpse.
Okay. Nothing else worth note, like shiny wise or anything?
Not really.
Okay, then keep going.
Are you gonna tell your party or what, my man?
Yes, I make big X's on by the door.
Well, you mean tell them what's going on.
Well, I'm ahead, but sure, I'll drop back and let them know. Don't go in there, dead bodies.
Okay.
Well, now I'm curious, man. Like who?
Probably an undead.
Hey kids, want to see an undead body?
No thanks. The less guards we notify, the better.
You know, that's a good point.
Okay. So what will you do?
Go back to scouting ahead.
Do you guys think we should block that whole tunnel?
I was gonna
in case
say, I was
anything-
trying to think, is there any way to, like, make sure that door stays sealed?
The
Oh,
room in
I can
question
do it. I
doesn't
just
have a
don't-
door.
Oh, well, let's look inside.
Yeah, it's dark. You have dark vision, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, Zackrow, you step in.
No, I'm looking it. I'm sticking my head around the door. I'm
Okay.
not a fool.
You see some boxes
you
and
say.
stuff, and in like the center-ish of the room, you do notice there's like a crumpled form. It is not moving. It's probably the
It could
source
be
of
a
the
ruse.
smell.
I play the opening to Dead Space. It's probably just trying to fake us out.
It's an
The
ambuscade.
faint, haunting tones of Dead Space.
Mir brandishes her holy symbol again. Yeah.
Mir, as you do that, you
Sure.
notice the shadows kind of flicker again.
Oh, well.
Fucking hell.
Let's maybe not... Well, what do you guys think? Should we eliminate this thing? Is it possible it's a threat?
Not unless we get
It
caught.
could come sneaky beaking its way down the hallway after us.
That's exactly my worry. I actually do happen to know the character does know a significant amount about undead, so I don't think it's just... I definitely think there's a risk.
My character's firmly under the belief of if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
That's fair.
I'm broken.
We know, Temp.
Oh, I give Temp a hug.
Impromptu
Temp
hug.
cries just a little bit. It's okay. He's used to it.
I back away.
Thanks.
So what are you
Alright,
guys going to do aside from this impromptu hug?
Really awkward hug party. I'll We need someone to keep watching our backs to make sure nothing's following. Otherwise, we can continue on.
Okay. Doing anything with the room?
Nope.
No, I don't want to step in.
I'm
I'm
not
too worried
touching
about
it.
it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, you keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you're just gonna keep following, Verrukt's just, blah, blah, blah. Directions? There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the words you're looking for.
Yeah, I know. It's hard sometimes. You guys actually, the hall you find yourselves in eventually sort of dead ends into a wall, and you notice there's like a side passageway, and by the way, Mir, the shadows have been flickering this whole time, but you haven't managed to get a bead on what they are. You notice that...
Is this like the shadows? They're like behind us, or they are our shadows, or what?
The shadow's behind you.
Fun times.
Yeah. Are you like watching those or what?
Keeping an eye on them, yeah.
Would you watch
Got
them
my holy
closely enough
symbol
to
in
make
one
a check?
hand, my mace in the other.
You're holy, right? You could try like invoking the name of your deities at them and seeing if they go away.
You said perception check?
If you want, yeah.
19.
Okay. You give a hard side eye to these shadows because they don't seem to move when you're looking at them straight on. But when you look at them out of the corner of your eye, you notice that they do tend to move, and you can almost discern shapes in them, like just very faint little shapes, just faint. That one kind of looks like a raccoon maybe, and that one's maybe sort of a skinny wolfish looking thing.
Guys.
But they're sort of sly, and they're hanging back, whatever they are.
We got creepy ass shadows following us, just FYI.
Wait, what? Where?
And it points back into the darkness. They mostly move if you're looking at them a little kind of on the side or in the corner of your vision.
Wow. Do you think they speak common?
Temp realizes this is the perfect time for his natural talent of side-eye to come out.
Right. I'm gonna try
We're just
talking
gonna
to the
side-eye them
shadows,
shadows.
which I can't see.
Okay, yeah, you can all roll perception checks.
Ooh.
Oh, I so do not see them.
That's a 12.
I do not see them to an incredible extent.
You just try to
Is that a nat
side eye
one?
too hard, and you like wig your own eye out.
Did you
What did
roll
anybody else
one?
get? Temp, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
Oh,
Okay. Anybody else?
I'm scouting ahead still.
Okay, so you're not even involved. Okay,
Nope.
I don't suppose I've
Zackrow,
you
that's
can
your
make any
name.
knowledge checks for weird, creepy shadow creatures, huh?
You could try and make an Arcana check for him.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be religion.
I feel like both of
Or
them
history.
apply.
Those ones I'm
Sorry.
actually proficient in. Arcana. Ah,
Yeah,
damn.
Arcana. Brom and Temp, you guys see like a faint movement maybe, but that's about it.
Okay.
Mirror, you think? I mean, they're little shadow thingies. They're shadowy. They're maybe they're alive, but you're not sure what they are. Zackrow, you didn't see anything, so I'm not actually gonna let you make that Arcana check.
No worries, mate.
I mean, I'm very worried.
What's the worst that can happen?
We die and get raised as undead servants to the Lich-King.
You never ask that
Just, you know,
question.
it's gonna say. You
So-
asked, I answered.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so
Alright, I think we're gonna have to proceed forward.
You
That
proceed
or
forward?
our souls could be captured and used as an energy source.
Yeah.
So hey guys, how about
Like,
that
for
other thing that
instance,
we were just talking about, right?
Captured by a gem. Okay, let's move. Let's move.
Ooh, rip. So yeah, you guys hurry forwards. A little more conscious now of the possibilities of danger in this giant fortress. And as you hurry forwards, the hall before you kind of opens up, and you see like a door that probably had glass panels in it once, but they're kind of broken out, and you see beyond it an open area.
This was where Verrukt was
I-
directing us.
I sneak through. Is there glass on the ground by the door?
A little bit, yeah.
Ah,
I'm gonna have you guys re-roll stealth because it's been a while.
Okay.
Much better. 23.
Okay.
that's
18.
All right, and that's everyone.
You get that, Falc?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, you guys kind of hunker down a little bit, and amongst you, a couple are not so stealthy, but generally, altogether, you kind of hold fast and are pretty quiet, or so. I mean, at least you think so. You probably are, right? Anyway, you step into the courtyard, and it's less of a courtyard, more of like an atrium that once was. And as you step in, you notice that something about the courtyard, and it is that the area you're in, it's like a little sort of chunk of ground, of paved ground, and there's steps leading up into the main area. And the main area, there's entrances in each corner, and then like a main entryway that leads up into more of the castle. And in the center of this courtyard, there is a huge dead tree.
Oh
It's a
boy.
massive dead tree, and it takes you a couple minutes to realize why. Because at first you don't realize it's dead until you see that all the bark is gone and only the wood is barren in this sort of false light of the Shadowfell, and you realize that what you originally took for leaves is just ravens.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
That's gonna be a fun one to get by.
I thought the Raven Queen was elsewhere.
You thought what?
Ravens mean Raven Queen, right?
Not if they're undead.
Oh. Man, I don't know much about birds. Can I tell if they're undead?
Roll a perception check.
Here's
Oh,
giving the
good.
birds a once over too.
Roll a perception
7.
check.
10.
21.
The two of you are not so good at the seeing, but Minato, you give him a bit of a closer inspection, and you notice that while they seem to be like normally kind of like they look pretty ordinary, you notice their feathers are kind of drab and unpreened, and you notice here or there one of them is just like missing a leg, or like missing part of its jaw, or it doesn't have any flesh on its skull, or like there's one in there which you can occasionally get a glimpse of, and it looks super ridiculous. It looks really silly. That's just all bones. So it's like
Oh.
hopping around on these really long legs, and it looks really stupid.
I love it.
I
Oh,
do not
no.
like the look of these.
I think they're kind of cool. I've never seen undead ravens before.
Mir's like, I'm not sure these birds are friends.
No.
I'm sure
not
the
book.
Raven Queen would be furious about this. This is like profaning her symbol.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
In the book, to use this particular spell, it says I can make myself appear to be something of the same arrangement of limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Could I possibly use disguise self to turn myself into a tree?
No.
No. No, although I love it.
I'm sure
I
you
love
were
the
just
idea,
2 branches.
but no.
It's just a small tree, but okay.
It's a great idea, but that's not gonna work.
I just wanted to see if I could do it. Alright, that's fine. Let's see, what else do I have at my disposal?
Bag of Cocoa says, Malcolm, next time you do this, can I join? Unfortunately, this campaign is closed, and it will be closed for quite some time, unless one of the players leaves.
Oh, I've got one.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Think of what?
Think of what?
Using fog cloud on them, so they can't see us.
That would be a good one.
Interesting.
I do believe that is a good idea.
Why?
It is a good idea.
Oh, okay. How big is this area, Falcon?
It's like a, large? Not large size. Large enough to
10,
hold
10?
one tree, a lot of weird designs, and a big staircase.
Some scary birds.
So maybe like,
So I'm saying the
50 feet across? Max?
yeah, I can do that.
Big square.
Okay, I cast a 60-foot fog cloud on the room. Let's go.
Okay.
That's a 3rd level spell?
That's correct. I got 2 of them and I've used them both.
What was the other
Okay.
one?
Tongues.
Oh shit, that was 3rd level?
Yes,
Mhm.
Right.
it was.
Alrighty. Yeah, alright. I will roll.
Y'all think I ain't tracking this?
Okay. Alright. So, you guys creep through the fog. And, the ravens overhead, as they murmur, they don't seem to really notice you. The fog is very thick, and being dead, they're not very good at seeing.
So we continue on our way.
You sure do.
We get on our way.
There is at the edge of the
Shadow
courtyard.
still following us?
In this area, you can't really tell. At the edge of the courtyard that you need to leave, there is a door to get through.
All right. What is distinguishing about this door?
It's another glass door.
Does it have glass panels still in it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it trapped?
Roll perception.
Let me get back to my. Oh, it's 2, so 20.
Yeah, no, it's not trapped.
Is it locked?
No.
Hold on, let me look up something real quick.
Okay.
Never mind.
Put my ear on that door.
I slowly open the door, very slowly and silently.
Okay. Yeah, alright, sure. Yeah, you open the door.
Okay. And
What's in there?
It's
what's
a hallway.
beyond?
Oh, well, let's go.
Any traps as I go along this hallway?
Not that you really notice.
Okay. Then I continue on forward.
Real quick question, you guys leaving the door open?
No, shut
Nope.
the door.
Shutting the door?
Yeah.
As quietly as we can.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a good point.
God damn it! Okay. Alright, yeah, you guys, you're going through this a little faster than I thought. Damn it, I'm bad at pacing. Okay, yeah, you
You'll
guys...
get it.
What's up?
I said you'll get it eventually.
So you guys...
Falcon,
Keep in mind,
Falcon,
you still
attention,
have to get
Falcon,
out. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Falcon.
Yo.
You did say you wanted us to take a break around 8:30.
That's fair.
Hey.
We should probably take a little bit of a break here, but I'll leave you off with something interesting.
Okay, good.
You guys head into the hallway, and as you are kind of making your way through these cold stone halls, you come
Are the
to...
shadows still following us?
No.
Oh.
You don't see them. You come to a part of the hallway where it looks normal, other than the fact that there is a very large, ornate set of double doors in the walls. And it looks like those double doors lead to the area directly underneath the courtyard. And those double doors are emblazoned with like beautiful curling wooden designs, and they are just there waiting for you.
Check with Verrukt, we're headed in the right direction.
Verrukt tells you, yeah, straight down the hallway.
Through the ornate
scared.
doors?
I think we should just open it up and go.
I want to check them first. You. That's a 11 to check for traps. I should have just used passive.
There's no traps.
Okay. I check the doors again, see if they're unlocked.
They're locked.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm opening them.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a sleight of hand
That's
check.
Sleight of hand. That's going to be a 17.
Yeah, I guess that's good enough. The doors, there's a fancy little lock in the handle, but you pop your thieves' tools in there and twiddle them, and it unlocks.
Open the door slowly.
You open the door and you poke your head in, and everyone can kind of see behind you. You look into the room, and what you see is a bedroom. And it looks like an ornate and beautiful bedroom that once clearly definitely had light shining down from the courtyard into it. It was designed in that manner. And you see a 4-poster bed and a desk and like a chest and like a weapon plaque on the wall and a window, and that is all you see, and we will come back to this after the break.
Sounds good.
Okay, break time. Let's pop it on autopilot, and I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes or so, 15 maybe. See you soon. And we are back. Hello, hello. Nope, that didn't close. Oh, there we go. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, I'm back.
Yay!
Okay, everybody doing well?
I.
Okay. JD's over there, I can tell. Get back in your station! Nothing doing. Alrighty. Okay, so you are in the strange... Oh, Lurker needs a moment? Okay. We can sort of, like, chill around, though. You're not gonna be going anywhere in particular, I don't think. Because you now have this room to look at. And what a room it is, lads.
Is it fancy schmancy?
Oh, yes. But it does look disused, as if no one's been in here for a while.
Suppose liches don't do a lot of sleeping.
It seems so, yeah.
Unless they're super damaged, I suppose.
So,
Alright, what's going
you
on?
poke a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we poke?
What would you like to poke?
I search. Well, I look. I take a look at the nav box. Or
Nav
have someone
box.
take a look at the nav box.
Lorelai's holding it. She goes, "Oh yeah, here, you can look here. It's not pointing in here, but it's off to the And she doesn't like know her directions in this plane, so she just points that way. It's pointing that way, down the hall more. Should we be in here?
This room has to have some significance.
There. Wait, did the hall like turn a different direction at the store?
No.
Wait, does the hallway end in this door? Is, I guess the
Mm-mm,
question.
no.
Or just
The hallway
continue
keeps
on?
going. This door just goes off the
Okay.
hallway.
Hmm. Traps.
I want to check and see if this room is an illusion.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
I don't know. Touch everything.
That would be an intelligence check if it was.
I
an illusion.
disbelieve.
You're just gonna touch everything? Okay. Go for it.
I look for traps, and that's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything that appears to be trapped in this room. No. Looks like an ordinary fanciest bedroom that hasn't had anyone in it for a while. There's a big bed. There is a desk with some papers on it. There is a weapon plaque on the wall. And
What kind of weapons?
and like a big heavy chest, but that's all got dust on it.
I look
You know, I'm
for
curious.
items
That
of
weapon.
interest.
JD, what would you say, JD?
I'm curious about that weapons plaque.
About the weapons plaque? Okay.
Yeah, I want to take a look.
Sure. Yeah, you can have it.
What's there?
There is a small dark dagger.
Okay. Do I know what it is?
Do you have the identify spell?
Let me see.
Can you lean closer? It's really hard to hear you. Like, really hard.
You are pretty distant.
You're gonna have to be a little closer to your mic.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. You have identify? Alright. Yeah, if you want to cast Identify as like a ritual so it doesn't take up a spell slot, you could totally do that.
Absolutely.
All
I
right.
do that.
You
I got
you
a
take the weapon
17
plaque,
total.
I'm assuming, and you just chill with the dagger for 10 minutes.
I chill.
Okay. Everybody else, you got 10 minutes.
17 to search the room, and particularly that chest by the looks of it.
Okay, chest is not locked. There's nothing inside.
Nothing? What about the desk?
18 to be keeping an eye and ear out for any shadowy hoo-has.
Understood. The desk, and as you walk towards it, the speaking stone kind of pipes up in Lorelai's hand. She looks down, she's kind of startled, and you hear Verrukt through it, and he says, "Okay, one more thing. On the way to your destination, you will probably encounter a strange room. It looks like a very important door. Do not go in."
Too late.
Fuck!
What do you mean?
Why? What's in there?
It's
We
not
might
worth
have
it.
taken a slight detour, and we might be in said room right now. It's a pretty nice room.
Don't leave the room.
Mir makes a
So we're
noise
just
like
gonna
a
stay here.
rattling
Okay.
tea kettle, little unnerved.
It's not dangerous, but it's just not worth it.
Don't worry, guys. I brought snacks.
Oh, you're not listening to me.
All right. So what did I learn?
What the hell? It's not been 10 minutes yet, my man. Everyone else is also doing stuff.
Oh, that's a good point.
Wow, Gigi.
Anything in the desk?
Are you the only one looking at the desk? Is anybody else going to?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mir will give it a... Mir does not roll well.
Okay.
Same.
Give me just a moment. Hey guys, do you want this dagger to have
Do you
any
want me to
specific
re-roll for
special
the desk?
property? No, hold on. I'm in the middle of
Okay.
something. Would you
Just
like this
making sure.
dagger to have any specific unique property? If so, pop that in the chat and we can decide, because I can use the current one I have it written down for, or we could come up with something new and awesome. Okay. Your search of the desk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You find there's some papers on the desk that are not interesting, and there's some papers that are sketches on the desk, and you also notice like a couple of kind of nice portraits of, like, not portraits, but like pictures, paintings around the room, and a couple things like in the desk. It looks like someone who used this desk was definitely like a sketch kind of person. They liked to
An
draw.
artist?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say sketch
Hmm.
artist. That's not the same thing at all.
I take a quill. Unused quill.
All right, you yoink a quill. If you look at the desk, I just realized I totally passed up my opportunity to actually tell you what these look like. Okay, so, and this is kind of important. You find on the desk, you find a sketch that depicts two people, and it looks like one of them is a paladin, probably of the Raven Queen, and they don't recognize this guy. You don't recognize him. And the other one is a wizard, and they're standing with their arms linked on like a really like a storm-torn mountaintop, and the wizard's got this staff that he's holding into the skies, and the paladin has these wings that are like spread, and there's feathers flying into the wind, and there's like, it's ridiculously overdramatic. Like this portrait was clearly drawn in jest, and this situation obviously never occurred, but it's like someone probably was like, draw me and this person in the most dramatic way possible, and someone did. And that one is right next to a sketch of a small group of warriors and paladins, and you recognize the symbol of the Raven Queen on their armor. And in this one, you see that same unfamiliar paladin, who's again got his arm through the arm of this same wizard, but he's standing on the other side of this unfamiliar paladin from the wizard, is Verrukt. In this picture.
I take that picture.
Okay.
Is there any any other sort of things that might hint as to who this is or a name that I can grab?
Not on the desk.
Hmm.
You're gonna have to cooperate.
All right.
So I'm not sure if we misheard earlier with Verrukt. He told us not to go in, but after he said he was in, did he say leave or don't leave?
He said leave.
Ah,
Oh, he said. I thought he said don't leave.
He stuttered.
said leave.
That. Okay. Because that's why I
Verrukt,
got the snacks ready.
He got a little bit flustered.
I want to know why this room is full of like Verrukt's old fan art.
Are you gonna like ask him about it or what?
You know what? I am. I'm gonna do exactly that.
You march
I
over
was
to
gonna ask
Lorelei.
him
oh
later.
lord.
Minato, are you gonna share these like art with your party?
I'll show the overdramatic one. I think the group one I'm gonna hold on to for a moment.
Then no one else knows that that exists, and you guys can't ask questions
Oh, okay.
to
No
Verrukt
worries.
and expect answers.
I am a sad lurker now.
It's what happens.
That's okay.
I know. I can still be a sad lurker though.
I know. It's not your fault. Don't worry. You gotta share information
Single
with your
tier.
party.
All right, we're gonna continue on out of here.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys search the room.
Let's leave the fan art cave.
Well, is the ritual done?
Yes, it is, and nobody from the chat gave me any other suggestions
Wow, what nerds.
for anything.
Well, I'm not in the chat. So
I'm disappointed. Okay, so JD, you, Zackrow, the dagger is called Nightfall.
Oh.
It is a small magical dagger. It is a +1 dagger, and when its user has it, it does not require attunement, and when its user bears it, they can attempt to hide even when only lightly obscured. It's not like a small sized dagger, it's just a little dagger.
I keep it
There you go. Alright, it's yours.
for now.
You now have a +1 dagger.
Okay.
we move on.
Cool. That was a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
I'm losing my fucking
So we
mind
move
right
on
now.
down
I'm
the
losing
hall?
my fucking mind.
Seems like it.
Oh, I closed. Make sure the door is closed after we've left,
Yes.
Okay.
and then resume my scouting ahead.
And Verrukt contacts the rest of you through Lorelei and says, "Wait, did you leave? Did you leave the room?
Yeah.
Good. Don't go back in."
I immediately walk back into the room
What?
and then walk back out.
He hears the door, and he goes, "What are you doing? This is no
I
time.
just don't say anything at all. I'm just
This
gonna
is,
keep
uh,
walking.
This is no time for."
I apologized for him.
It's a needless distraction, is all. You needn't be concerned with what you might find in there.
All right, let's go.
Continuing on.
Yep. I
Why-
guess
Sure,
so.
why not?
The two names I was getting bag of cocoa. The two names that I asked were for two NPCs in a story that they just totally did not let me tell because one player did not share information. Which is why when you're playing D&D, it's probably a good idea to share
So?
information with your
Oh,
party
when
so you get
in
story.
response to his it's a needless distraction, you need not concern yourself thing, Mir says, picking words in a cheerful tone. That's suspicious. Just
No,
so you
it's-
know.
It's just I do not mean to make you distrust me. I'm sorry, but it is he sounds like he's unsure.
Aren't we all, buddy?
Sweetheart, I've seen far weirder in my day.
No, this is not. This is not. Listen, it concerns the Lich, and it's not important for what you're trying to do. Is all.
I guess the Lich's favorite fan art. That's out of character.
I was about to reply to it, so good thing you said that.
You knew this Lich.
What?
You knew this Lich,
How do you know that?
didn't you?
Why would you say this?
A hunch.
His bat senses were tingling. Or Minato's bat senses were tingling. There we go.
I continue
They're
on.
like Spidey senses, but they're not. By the way,
I gotta
just in
say
case
that
anyone was
dead
wondering what bat
silence-
senses were.
That dead silence is pretty much an answer in and of itself. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So I continue walking down the hall.
After a couple of months, Verrukt says,
Stealthily.
focus on the phylactery. That's all he says.
Okay, I'm continuing to scout ahead. What do I
Okay.
see?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you come to the end of the hall. And,
By the way, when he says to just focus on the phylactery, he hears a sort of thump thump, so it sounds as Mir pats the sending pendant reassuringly.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Memes.
Alright.
Nothing. Let's go.
Don't worry about it, kid.
Alright.
You'll be fine.
So end of the hallway.
It's easier for... Okay, so real quick. It's easier for me to address the party as a whole. So, like, yes, that I get that you're scouting ahead, but it's not going to actively affect things because I don't want to have to describe things twice. Or, like, we don't have a game board. So it's not
Right.
super important, the absolute difference. Just so you know. Okay, so. So you guys come to pretty much the end of the hallway. Did I just get the host notification? No, someone else's phone.
Sorry.
Oh,
that
it was your
was-
phone, wasn't it?
No, it was my.
Was it your AOL
It was a
starting
grandfather
up?
clock.
Oh, okay. Oh!
I was gonna say, it sounded like a clock chiming.
Oh, not to me. Okay, so you guys come to the end of the hallway, and you see one door that's leading into a room that you cannot see into because there's no windows into it.
Okay. I check for traps. And if it's locked.
It is locked, but there are no traps. I'm gonna go grab a book.
Okay. So then I shush you.
Can I listen at the door?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Oh,
And I
jeez.
start picking it.
10.
You don't hear much.
9.
You also don't hear much.
That's right, I don't. Where are you? Are you leaving through the window?
No.
She's gone to get a book, which doesn't necessarily bode well.
Are we
Is it the
taking a
monster
little?
manual? Is she going for the
Oh,
monster
is it the
manual?
Monster Manuel?
If we're really unlucky, it's Volo's.
It's probably a mimic.
I mean, not everything that comes out of Volos is bad. Kenku come out of Volos.
Oh, true, and they're cute.
JD,
What?
where is the monster manual?
Oh, they.
I can't find it. Downstairs on the tiny table. I'm sorry, I have posted notes in it.
Professional stream quality, guys.
Oh,
we
yes.
got this.
I gotta go get a book. What creature do you need? Don't worry about it.
Okay, guys. We have about 20 seconds to plan. Falcon went for the monster manual. What are we gonna do? I literally don't
Well,
even know.
Cocaine.
If it's a mimic, I'm going to stab it.
Okay, I like it. And I'll ice bolt it
And
or
if
If
whatever.
it's not a mimic, I'm going to not stab it. I'm just gonna punch it because I do more damage
No,
with
no,
my
no.
fists at this
No,
point
no, no,
anyway.
no.
Mir's got her
No.
mace in one
I'm going
hand.
to- If it's not a mimic, don't punch it, because I will unlock it.
Mir's got her mace in one hand and her holy symbol in the other. If we open the
A
door and
smart
there's
idea.
something, undead there, I can try turn undead.
Can we have like Mir and Minasco and Brom and Tem especially?
You guys realize my headphones are wireless and I can hear you, right?
Yes.
Gosh
can't.
dang it!
No, you can't. You can't hear us.
Yeah, so
These
that's our
aren't the
plan.
droids you're looking
Heavy
for.
hitters in the front. Ready?
If it is
Ready?
an actual door,
All right,
I'm going to
Falcon.
unlock it
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then pull it open so that I'm not in front of it, but whoever wants to be is. So.
Okay. So you're unlocking the door?
I am.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Nat 20.
You unlock the door. You look at it, and you like lay a finger on the door, and it trembles and unlocks itself before your all-powerful might of door unlocking.
All right.
Glorious.
Amazing.
I signal that I'm going to open the door, and I slowly open the door and step. Wait, does it open in or out?
Out.
Okay. And then I walk backwards with the door.
The door
Kinda
opens.
behind the door. With light, do I see anything inside?
Yeah. You see in the center of the room, which is a hexagonal room, a stone pedestal. And on that pedestal, in a slight divot in the stone so it doesn't roll off, is a grapefruit-sized glass orb filled with a swirling darkness.
But is that actually the thing? Isn't that box pointing right at it, or is it an illusion?
Oh, Navbox is pointing right at that motherfucker.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna pick it up and a giant boulder is gonna roll towards us.
I think worse than that, but yeah.
Mage hand.
I check the room for traps of arcane.
That's a
How
good
the
idea.
hell do you expect to do detect
I
Like
magic?
can look for
sigils
that.
or
You can look for
something.
normal traps.
Anybody going in the room?
No, we gotta check for traps. You look for normal traps. I'll look for magic traps.
I
Alright,
think at
let's
Cover
this
all the
point,
bases.
let's see. Really quick, let's just roll for, oh yeah, Okay, at this point, the inhabitants of the room have noticed you,
Oh, cool.
and you
Well-
glance up, and you see someone directly across the room from you. And this person is kind of like pale and withered looking, but they've got a sword in one hand, and they take a couple steps forward. And as they take a couple steps forward, you notice another one stepping out from the left, and another one from the right. And I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
No. That? Yeah. I have an initiative of 17.
Oh shit, I gotta write these down. Oh, hold on.
Oh boy.
What'd you roll?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Let me grab a pencil real quick. Okay.
Yeah, JD goes first.
Oh, damn. Let's use this stuff.
Prepare to die.
Okay.
Ouch.
My name is Nico Montoya. Who killed my son?
My father.
Prepare to die.
Prep up his battlefield. Okay.
Me?
Oh jeez. Temp wants to punch all the things.
Okay, so... Okay, so 25 to 20? That's only Zackrow, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, 15 to 20?
17.
17 Minato. 10 to 15?
11.
Mir has an 11.
Okay.
And then Brom and I both have 10s. I think I go
Yeah.
first because my dex mod's higher.
That's correct.
Sorry,
5
Brom.
to 10? No one 5 to 10?
I think that's everybody in the party.
Lorelei.
Done.
As you say,
Uh,
Lorelai.
Lorelei didn't do so hot. Zackrow, you are first up.
Alright, there's 3 of them?
Yep.
Scorching Ray. Let's spread the love around.
Okay.
And that's gonna be 3 attack rolls,
Alrighty.
I believe.
Is this the point where you start singing I Don't Want to Set the World?
I don't wanna set the world
on fire. Wrong key.
I lost voice.
The wrong key anyway.
Personally, I prefer Burn, Baby, Burn.
There you go.
Disco Inferno, Burn, Baby, Burn.
Not as good.
Oh, hey, look at that combat encounter, guys, right?
Yeah, we should be combating. Huh, friends. 15, 17, and 22. Yeah, that all 3 of those hit. This is Scorching Ray?
That was mild applause.
Can you give me a little descript on how Scorching Ray works real quick?
You roll an
JD
attack
lost sound.
ray for each ray that's shot, and then it does damage based off of that.
Huh.
Because it's a ray rather than a.
Right. Oh, here we go.
I lost.
I know. I mean, you're back.
Did I hit anything?
Yes, you hit all of them.
Oh, dang! Alright, roll for damage. Do you want me to do it all at once?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Just roll 1 damage and we'll use that for all 3.
And it will take 2d6 fire damage. I
Oh,
believe.
jeez.
What level spell is this? Good lord. This is
Scorching Ray literally is like level 2, dude.
I know, it's just kind of powerful for level 2.
6!
I mean, Sacred Flame is a cantrip, and that's
3.
1d8 of fire damage.
9 damage. And I will back up through my party.
So 9 damage
looking for
each?
anyone
They each take
following
9, or?
Yes, they do.
Jesus. Okay.
Yep.
Let me do some math with a calculator because I'm really
What
bad at simple
can I
subtraction.
say except
That you're awesome.
You're singing
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Okay.
there you go.
Alright. Next up, they go. Who is
Shit.
in the front of the party?
I think that's
I
me.
thought I had our heavies come up there.
Did
I
you?
think it was me and
Me and,
I don't know.
me and
Brom?
Brom would probably usually be in front.
Yeah. As you guys
You would
face
be
off
probably
against
just
danger.
behind him.
I'm like right behind the.
You're
Oh,
behind the
God.
door.
Uh,
At least you
that's
were.
Okay, so they'll go ahead and target you and Brom. Mir. And they will roll. Let's see. This fella here. One close to you, Mir. Rolls. That's it's a 19.
Damn it.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah.
It says I'm typing, but it
Just
was actually in my
hits.
notebook. Don't worry about it. It's my notebook typing like 6 lines of asterisks. Okay,
Oh boy.
so that's. Let's see, y'all. Okay. 6 damage to you, Mir.
Ouch.
And then it'll make a second attack. Oh, but that one is a 12.
Against me?
Yeah,
It's not hit.
didn't think so. This time the arrow, because it's shooting arrows from a longbow across the room at you. And this time the arrow just goes whizzing past your head. As you flinch from the impact of the first one, it actually makes it miss. Number 2 will attack you, Brom, with a 6.
I don't think that hits.
And a
I think that
fucking
hits.
crit 1. So, he's not gonna succeed.
Does it shoot itself in the foot?
No, it just fucking drives its sword into the wall and, like, stands there for a minute, just stunned. It doesn't even move. It's too
What a loser.
confused.
What's
It's a
the
failure.
distance?
What's up?
What's its distance?
It's right near you.
Can I get an attack of opportunity?
It hasn't moved out of your space. The third creature will, oh dear, will attack you again, Brom. And that's a crit 20. So we got Loser and his amazing friend. Which will be... Let's see, this is with the sword.
Hey, Falcon. I mean, not
Yo.
Falcon. Hey, Cass. I mean, no, not Cass. I don't know what my brain is doing. Jadaluz. Or specifically, Zackrow, you want to make that 20 not a 20, or can you do that?
Oh, I forget. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. What happened?
Brom got
that
critted with
is
a
A bad
20.
boy got a 20.
6 damage.
Oh, I don't like that.
Divination apply?
Sure, that can be a 2.
Alright, I guess it doesn't hit then, huh? Let's make his second attack.
That's right.
He did only 1 point better than his friend. He should feel bad.
His
Yikes.
second attack is only a 9, however, so that probably also doesn't hit. And then, you know what? No, actually, what we're gonna do
Oh jeez.
is also not gonna hit, so don't worry about it.
I'm
It
worrying
makes a
about it
swipe
now.
at you. Nothing happens. Next up, Minato.
Alright, first thing first. Do they look actually somewhat well put together, or are they decaying?
They look well put together. They look like they are creatures.
Okay. Well then. Button, that button. And
Go, go, go.
I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Mir, you're on deck. Okay.
Yeah.
Who you aiming at?
So, I'm
Noted.
going to say who's the one closest to Brom. That's closest to me.
Okay.
That is that. Hold on, let me pull up the spell real quick.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Two, 3, 7, and it is. Oh, what'd you just do? Thank you. I guess I make an attack roll. That's my spell. Probably doesn't hit with a 13.
Does not hit.
All right.
So you send this
Then-
bolt of fire blasting at this humanoid, and it just kind of leans out of the way, and the bolt splashes off the wall and dissipates.
Hmm?
What are you doing? Anything else, or is that it?
That's all I can do at the moment. I've only got one action, right?
Yes, that's it. Okay. So next up, Mir.
Do we want these guys running, or should I just attack with damage?
You're on deck, Temp.
Do we want them turned, or should I just huck spells at them?
I say we punch them.
Mir chucks a guiding bolt at the one with the bow.
Okay, roll an attack. Or is it a saving throw from me? It's a saving throw, yeah?
It is a ranged spell attack.
Okay. Go ahead
And
roll that.
Yeah. 1 sec. 11.
It's not gonna hit, sorry.
As a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon
Nice.
and have that attack him.
Okay.
Can
you cast it and
sort
attack
of-
within the same turn? Just out of curiosity.
when you cast the spell, you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Alright, works for me.
So, I was check.
What's the
So, what would be probably Ayla's weapon, the Sun Goddess. So it's sort of like a long-handled, long-bladed axe.
An axe pipe. Or just
Nice.
an axe.
Yeah. Sort of like a... Specifically what I was thinking of is like a bardiche, which is sort of like the halberd, but it's got a bigger axe blade and less of the spear at the top.
Okay, okay.
So that appears and takes a swing at him with that.
At the bowman?
Yep.
Alright.
I take personal offense that he's using a longbow. That is a 15.
That'll hit, yep. That'll do
Oh,
it.
sorry, 16. But yes, it hits. So that is 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Temp sheds a single tear because he knows he's not going to get to do cool shit with that bowman because you're all going to kill him first.
You're
11
melee.
damage.
11? Okay. You create this giant, like, axe thing in this
Spectral
in the air,
axe thing.
and it just does a zoop. Does it do any specific type of damage?
I think force damage? Yes, force damage.
Okay. Yeah, and it swings and it freaking like takes a chunk out of this guy's shoulder, and he looks startled.
Oh, nice. I'd be too.
Temp, you're up. Brom, you're
Oh
on
boy, here I go punching again.
Temp. Okay.
Let's go punch a
Running
guy.
in fists and feet flying. Go for it.
There are 2 of them closer if you are worried the archer's not going to have enough hit points left for you.
Oh no, I'm not gonna hit the archer. I'm gonna go for one of the closer boys. That's a 19 to hit.
That'll do it.
Alright. That's gonna do 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna my second attack. Same guy.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Does not hit.
And my bonus attack.
Your key point?
That's a 19. What?
Is it a key point thing attack?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You can attack as a bonus
I
action?
got my where is it? When I take my attack action with an unarmed or monk weapon, then I can use my bonus action to take an additional unarmed strike.
Okay. Sure.
And that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That one will definitely hit.
And that's gonna be 11 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. And that's it for me.
Okie dokie. Brom, you're up.
I still have the one in front of me, right?
Yep.
I'll take a swing at him.
Okay.
And I roll a 2.
That's not
Yay.
gonna do it. You have a second attack.
Who's rolling?
Brom.
Would you like to change that roll? I hate to blow them all so early, but would you?
Oh, no, I get a second attack though, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just... Oh, don't waste it now.
Okay.
That one was a 5.
Plus.
Plus, what do I get? 2, I think?
No. Plus your strength modifier, plus your proficiency bonus, plus 1 for your hammer.
Hammer down.
If my math is correct, that should be plus 10.
I'm looking for my proficiency thing here.
When the DM says it's probably plus 10 and it's you doing a thing, you probably accept that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you
it's...
take that.
I think your
You
strength is
take
20,
those.
so your modifier is plus 5. Your proficiency bonus is plus 4 because you're level 5. No, it's not. Not plus 4. What am I thinking?
It's
It's
plus
plus
3.
3.
Plus 3? Okay, it's plus 3 because you're level 5. And the 1 from the hammer, so it's plus 9, should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 14.
And that'll hit.
Yeah!
So go ahead and smack
Yay, we
that
got
boy.
there. Oh heck, what up?
Smack that monster.
And I rolled an 8 plus
Strength.
9, right?
Very nice.
8 plus your strength, not plus anything
Resident
else.
strong boy.
So 8 plus 5.
Don't I get the +1 for the weapon?
Oh, that's
bonus?
true.
Okay.
Very good.
Plus 6. So that's a total of...
14.
Alright. Let me math that out. Okay. Next up is Lorelei, who finally goes. And I honestly hadn't considered what she was gonna do. I had my calculator open, not my spellbook.
Why am I not surprised?
You're setting a terrible example for your party.
I really am. I know. I'm awful. Let's see here. Lorelei will
I
go
mean, we're not
ahead,
gonna argue with you on that one.
and she will kind of pull her hand back and form up this very small little sphere, and she'll just huck it at... Oh shit, I accidentally turned sticky keys on. No.
No,
Why did I
not
do that?
sticky keys!
Sorry, it wasn't
My
sticky keys,
only
it was
weakness.
toggle keys. I don't know what the hell that even is. What is toggle keys?
What?
I
I've
could
never
keep
even
my
heard of that.
notebook laid on the
Disable
keyboard and
it,
turn on
disable
toggle
it.
keys.
Is toggle keys the
Nobody
new
said-
sticky keys?
Nobody said.
And I will...
But I could-
Lorelei will huck this little sphere at...
Oh boy.
Let's see, y'all. Yeah, at one of the closer dudes. Actually, no, she'll huck it at the archer because no one else in the party really has ranged. Which is... Make your attack, Lorelei.
has ranged.
Nobody else besides her and you, Mir.
I had range too.
Shut up.
Someone
Oh,
has
that
ranged.
does not hit, though. No, it does not. That's a disappointment. Lorelei has
like
rolled
me.
really shittily today. She misses. And this little, like, bead goes zipping past the archer and explodes in fire on the wall, but that's it.
Oh, nice.
And she looks kind of nervous. And with that, we're back to Zackrow.
All right.
Be closer to your microphone, Zackrow.
Okay. So what's the condition?
Closer.
of these guys right-
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
You were cutting the condition of these enemies.
What?
They're all looking fine, right?
Yeah,
They're
pretty
in
much.
decent condition. They're all
Yeah?
closer to us. They have moved up to us.
Yeah. I mean, no,
I
not
imagine the
really.
archer is still.
The
you know.
archer's back there.
Yeah, he is. I'd like to deal with him.
Okay, and how are you going to do that?
Let me think about the best
Magic.
way to do this. Flaming Sphere.
Okay. What level spell's that?
Flaming Sphere is... Hang on, let me pull up the exact description for you. A 5-foot diameter of fire, sphere of fire, appears in an occupied space of your choice and lasts for the duration. And I'll just ram it into the archer and just like literally put him in a ball of fire.
Okay.
Make a dex save, archer.
Spoiler alert, not his strong suite. Definitely not when he rolls like that. 4.
All right, he's gonna take full damage.
Okie
The
dokie.
archer doesn't have good dex, for shame.
That'll be 8 damage, fire damage.
Okie dokie. Let's see, y'all.
And for my bonus action,
Uh-huh.
you tell me if I can do this. I will move the sphere. Can I move it and hit another one of the guys with it?
Does it say in the spell what kind of movement it
No,
is? Or did
I
they
probably
say-
can't do that. I'm gonna leave it on him. I'm just gonna leave him in the flames, and I'm gonna try to step back behind the party, and I want to check down the hallway for anything.
Okay. You don't see anything down the hallway. Looks empty.
Okay, then I keep myself where I can see all the action happening.
Alrighty. Next up is these three. Is there any what does the enemy have to do if they start their turn in the sphere?
Nothing. Now that it's already been created there, but he needs to leave it if he doesn't want to burn some more.
Yeah, okay. That the bowman will
He is
go ahead
standing in a sphere of fire.
and
React appropriately.
sidestep.
Yeah.
And by that I mean like stumble sideways out of the fire.
Nice.
That'll be
Come at me, Mr.
his
Bowman.
move, and then he'll kind of get his shit back together and fire off a couple shots. And he's not looking, well, he's looking pretty warm, but he's not looking so hot. Let's make some attack rolls. Oh, Mir, that is a 23. Does that hit?
Ouch. Yes.
Okie dokie. That's gonna be... three damage, 3 piercing. Take a second. Oh, that's a crit though.
Oh.
On who?
On Mir,
Oh.
everyone's favorite beloved bird. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
What was that? 13?
Mhm.
Ouch.
The two bad boys near the door are gonna swipe at... Let's see. Temp's there now. Yeah?
Yep.
And Temp, you punched him pretty badly.
I punched him real good.
That's an 11 though, so that's not gonna hit.
Haha.
But that one's a 21.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And this is an interesting thing that he does. This
Never
dude...
words you particularly want to hear from your DM.
This dude reaches out, and instead of, like, trying to hit you with the sword, this nasty looking thing reaches out with its hand and, like, grips your shoulder neck, almost.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
And
No.
you, let's see. Oh, it's D6, maybe. Do I have a black one? Nah. Bad die. And that... You feel quite weak, suddenly, as you take 7 necrotic damage. And I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution
Okay.
saving throw.
Oh, boy.
No, Vay,
That's a
thanks for the
5.
bits. That is... You feel weak. You feel really awful suddenly. You feel like this thing, like it looked at you and just said, you're not gonna live anymore. And your hit point maximum has been reduced by 7 until your next long rest.
So the hit point maximum has been reduced. Just a healing spell won't fix that, huh?
Oh
That's
my
correct.
gosh.
Damn.
Falcon, I am a huge fool. You let me.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
You cut out.
Let me know when my next turn is.
Okay.
Keep, like,
There's one more has to go. And that was the
Okay.
one that was slashing at Brom, which misses, and then hits with a 20. Not a nat 20. So that'll deal 8 damage to you, Brom. And that is their turn. So next up is Minato.
So my turn. So, if I attack one that's next to Brom, would that I be considered having flanking?
Oh yeah,
advantage?
you get sneak attack damage. Mir, you're on deck.
Fantastic. I do another Eldritch Blast.
What?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so you're choosing to do that instead of sneak attacking?
Oh. Well, then I use my rapier.
Okay.
Let me see what my stats are for my rapier real quick. And that's a +5 to an 18.
That'll
so
hit.
that's at 23. Alright. a D8. That's something I haven't used yet.
You got these weapons, use them.
That is 5 damage plus sneak attack, which is 1, 2, and 3. 13 extra sneak attack damage.
So 5 plus 13, that's 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke. You whirl around this white, and you kind of come up around it and just fucking get him right in the back. And he's not dead, but he does not look good.
Alright, that's that would be my attack.
Okay,
My turn.
next up, Mir. Temp, you're on deck.
Mir's down to like a third of her health,
Okay.
so she's going to poke herself a little healing.
Okay,
Nice. Heals 15 points.
nicely done.
Yeah.
Got rolled an 8, and then my extra plus for being healing. And then the spiritual weapon is going to poke that archer again.
Go for it.
And whoops, sorry. And that is a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And it does casting ability modifier, so it does 8 damage.
Okie doke. Next up is Temp.
It's the temp boy. I'm not very happy with that guy that did the bad touch to me.
I wouldn't imagine you are.
So we're gonna give him an even worse touch.
Okay,
15.
that hits.
That'll do 11 damage.
Nice.
Attack 2. 18.
That'll hit.
That'll do 7 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Okay, go for it.
First extra attack, 15.
Yeah, that hits. Just roll damage, just roll damage.
Okay, that does 9 damage.
You fucking punch this guy's head clean off. It's like that vine with Enya and the mannequin. You fucking you bip him in the torso, and then you just uppercut, and his head just comes off. It just flies up and into the ceiling. It physically
move to
bounces
the-
off the ceiling.
Amazing.
I have a speed of 40. Can I move to either the archer or...
Yeah. You are in. You guys are still in the doorway, so you will take an attack of opportunity from the guy fighting Brom.
Well, I'm thinking of moving to him.
Oh, yeah, he's right there. You don't even need to bother. Really.
Okay, so I don't need to move to him. Then I'm gonna take the second bonus strike, and I'm gonna attack him with it. That's a 12.
It does not hit.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well, I'm done. Actually, is there any way I can move up in front of Mir without taking an attack of opportunity?
You're already in front of Mir. I think. Oh, actually, yeah, no, yeah, you rushed in. Yeah, because you guys are in the doorway. Yeah, you can be in
Okay.
front of Mir.
Okay.
You're pretty much between her and the. Oh, you want to block her from the archer? Yeah, you can be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next up, Brom.
Okay, how many we got left?
2. You got the archer in the back, and the other guy that's right in front of you.
Alright, I'll take a swing at him.
Okie dokie. Oh shit, I'm an idiot.
21 with adjustments.
That hits.
Alright, and for damage, I've got 10 total.
You take your hammer, and unlike Temp, where he just, like, shot out one fist and the dude's head disappeared, this time the hammer comes down and the dude's, like, body disappears. You just squish him like a fly on a windshield. You squish this guy, and all that's left is the archer.
Does that archer look scared yet?
I don't think this thing is capable of fear.
That archer moved, right?
Yeah, out of the sphere.
Okay.
Brom, anything else?
Can I get close enough to the archer, or not in this round?
Probably you can, yeah.
I
How close
would
to
not
distance?
recommend it.
Uh-oh.
You
I'm in
can
my
if you want
dwarven
to.
battle rage.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the distance
Do it.
against all odds and recommendations.
Yes. Yes. I'm just fucking laying down with the drift hammer.
Nice.
Okay, can I get another attack in?
Absolutely. Still got
Alright.
your second one.
So how many of them are dead?
2, there's only one left.
Okay.
19.
That hits.
To 7 plus bonus is 13.
Yeah, how do you want to do this for this last guy?
Yeah.
Just plunge it directly straight through.
It's a fucking feat with a
Out the
hammer.
other side.
Jeez.
Build them up,
Yeah.
break them down.
Apparently. Alright, you whirl your hammer around and you send it through the midsection. And it's, like, comical. Because, like, the legs and, like, the shoulders kind of, remain there for a couple seconds. And then it just drops to the ground. And it's dead, and you have beaten these 3.
Good.
And that timed up really well with my music. Awesome.
Shall we check that
Okay.
pedestal for traps?
Yeah, sure. Before you get close though, Verrukt from the Sending Stone. He says, "Wait."
Okay.
Wait.
Wait, what?
The second you touch that, he will know.
Well, of course.
The Lich-King will know, and he will turn his attention from the
Use,
battle.
if we use Mage Hand?
He will know if it's moved. He will know the.
So it sounds like it's trying to grab it and
Then
book
what
it,
do we do?
boys.
What if we take the entire pedestal with us?
Good luck. I
Just throwing out
suppose.
ideas.
But if there's anything that you need to know, now is the time to ask.
How are we gonna get it?
What's the meaning of life?
I'm afraid I don't have the answer to that, sorry.
What's the meaning of death?
It is the moment between life and the eternity beyond. Safeguarded by the Raven Queen, of
Oh.
course. That I
Well,
have an answer to.
That's
So are we just gonna grab this and run, or what's the plan here, guys?
Hey, to clarify, DM to players, this is your only fucking chance to get the story that I so carefully crafted that you ignored. That you did not learn because only one person saw the portrait.
Oh, well, I was gonna meet him later and ask him. But, alright.
We may have to beat a hasty retreat out of this plane of existence.
Once you
Fair
touch the
enough.
sphere, he will know and he will not stop until you are gone.
Very well.
So we'll be wanting to run out back to the material plane and smash this.
Yes,
Real fast.
that is what you will
Before-
want to do.
Before we grab it then, what is your relationship with this Lich?
The Lich-King was a wizard once. And I've it's so far back in the chat that I have almost forgotten his name.
We're the best party, guys.
But I do remember his name, and it is Apitha. And his name was Apitha, and he was a wizard who worked with the servants of the Raven Queen. And he had a partner, Delkai, who was a paladin. And Delkai was a friend of mine. I did not know Apitha very well, but I knew of him, and I had encountered him and spoken to him before. And the two of them were inseparable. But at one point, Delkai died. And as a servant of the Raven Queen, he could not be turned to undeath, which was good, but he could not be resurrected because she said it was his time. Now, Apitha did not accept this. And rather than face his eternity and his possible fate alone, he vowed that he himself would never fall into the clutches of the Raven Queen, and instead turn to a darker source of power. So he is not only a threat to everything that dwells in this realm, and those beyond, but he is a mark of her failure. And ours.
So it's personal. That's what you're telling me.
Not quite. It's a bit.
Yes.
We did not see it coming that he would depart from us so, and we could not stop him when he left.
Well, I'm sorry about your friend. But I suppose there's no way to stop him from being like this anymore.
No, we have to kill him. This is why I'm asking you to take the phylactery and run.
Okay. This is the quickest, safest, easiest way to the gate.
Depart from the castle at the edge, where you came in. I will meet you there with horses. Take those.
You ready?
And they will lead you to the gate.
Okay. Do we have a little bit of time right now?
Some, but not much. Every moment spent is a moment wasted.
Do we have time for a short rest?
No. That's an hour.
No. Okay. 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 So we're gonna go. Guys, are you ready? Is there anything anybody needs to get done? Any healing potions, any assistances, anything?
No. I am
No?
free.
Nobody needs healing?
We're good.
Mir looks around. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wait, did, the thing that was affecting, was it temp?
Yes?
It's gonna be like that.
What about it?
The lowered hit point maximum.
Uh-huh.
That needs to be
Would,
removed
like,
via a long
remove
rest.
burst or lesser restoration work to fix that?
No.
I don't think lesser is good enough. Sorry. If it's long rest material, that's greater restoration.
Damn.
Yep.
I know, I'm sorry. He's gonna be
Think
okay though.
so.
Are we all back up to full on health?
I mean, I'm back up to my temporary full.
Okay, everybody else?
Quite fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Mir pokes herself with a tiny bit more healing.
Okay, I'm gonna mage hand that thing into my bag and we're gonna run.
Let's book it, gang.
The second
And
your magic grazes the outer shell of the source, you hear every raven in the courtyard scream.
That's fine.
Shall we start running?
quite.
Go.
Yeah, I'm
Poke
running.
it out.
Lorelei
go.
says, go, 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 go.
And Falcon, while I run, I'm gonna take out the drift globe, light it up, and hold it in my hand.
Okay.
I am going to, as we're going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Try and stay toward the middle of the group. So to a distance of 15 feet, I cast it so it doesn't affect my allies. The creatures coming into it, their speed is halved in the area, and if they start their turn or enter it, they have to make a wisdom saving throw or take radiant damage. So hopefully that will help us ward off the crows or the ravens.
Yeah, you guys book
Let's
it
start running.
back down the hallway.
Amazing.
I also create a
Shit.
silent image and have it walk on the opposite side of the hall, and as soon as it gets there's a turn, I have it turn and walk that way.
Okay.
Jen's just gonna look at all this magic going on around, shrug, and keep running.
You guys book it down the hallway. You pass the door, you burst out into the courtyard. By the way, that anytime anyone treats that door with anything less than a feather touch, the glass falls out of it and shatters on the ground.
Fine.
And
Does
the
it just like
ravens...
constantly regenerate its glass or something?
No, it was the one that still had glass in it. The ravens in the courtyard are swirling in this like tornado of undead bird flesh.
I lift
around...
my holy symbol to the air and attempt to turn, or if they're low enough level, destroy undead.
Hey!
Do it!
I'm gonna roll a
Do
collective
it!
save for them. They rolled a nat fucking 1.
Yes!
So Mir,
Some
you raise your
feathers.
holy symbol, and you raise it to the sky, and you look at these ravens, and they just fucking turn to dust. And they blow away in the wind left from their own passing. You create this radiant, glowing tornado of what was once the spy army of a Lich-King, and it is gone. Every single one of them is just decimated. And you guys keep running. And you head back through the courtyard. You head past the rooms. You can see the shadows. They're on the walls, but they're too scared of your spirit guardians, and they're too scared of the drift globe, and they won't come near you. Even though, as you watch, they seem to stiffen, and then they jump at you, but they still can't get close.
They better stay back. They saw what happened.
Yeah, they can only stay on your heels as you sprint down the hallways, down the stairs, through the remainders of the dungeon, and out the bottom of the castle. And right now, the castle is not moving. And as you get your bearings, you emerge from the fog at the edge of the castle, and you see, at the edge of the forest, there is Verrukt, and he is waiting, and you can see the shadowy forms of Shadar-kai riders behind him.
Let's go.
You sprint for him. Yeah.
Let's book it, lads.
And as soon as you reach them, he says, go, be careful, be careful, be careful. And
I
you...
just bolt onto the horse.
Yeah, you realize a conveniently exact number of these horses have been made ready for you guys. And
How convenient.
very. And you guys mount up, and he leads you very, very, very quickly through the Ebony Hills. And it's not quite a gallop because some of these trails are difficult, but you can hear like the clamoring of ravens that were not killed from the rookery. The ones that were with the Lich-King and the ones out in the forest, and you can hear them calling, and you can hear them calling, and out in the forest, signaling your location to the other forces of the Lich-King. And Verrukt says, "This is bad. This is bad. This is bad." And you guys hurry, and as you reach the edge of the forest near the keep, he looks around and he looks up and he sees the ravens whirling overhead, and he kind of listens for a minute and he closes his eyes, and you can tell he's doing something magical. But what it is, you don't exactly know, except you, Mir. He's detecting evil and undead. And he says, "They are far off for a moment, but they will not be held for long. Listen." And he stops his horse and he faces you guys, and he says, "Go."
I don't need telling again. I'm good. I'm booking it.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
Booking. Don't even wave bye.
For anyone who
gets-
doesn't go.
Call me.
Mir's like, as they're starting her horse trotting away, and kind of turns back and gives a little.
But wait, Mir.
Sorry.
Mir.
Keep going.
He holds up a hand to you. And he says, "Mir, I need to speak with you. Quickly."
No time. Let's go.
Mir's horse fidgets as she fidgets them and goes, yes, yes, okay.
Mir. It is unlikely that, should I survive this battle, because the Lich-King is coming for you, it is unlikely that I will see you again. So I would tell you this now. And he pauses. And he says, "It is clear to me from the moment I first saw you that you are blessed. You radiate a light to the people around you. You are a beacon. You shine in the darkness. And I do not mean the darkness of my home, not physical darkness, but you shine. And you will need that light in days to come. And he cocks his head to the right as if he's listening to something. Almost. And he says, my lady wants me to tell you... She wants me to tell you this. There are bright things in your future, and dark things. The bright things may aid you, the dark will only hurt. Search for an angel. She will assist you when you need it, and she will come as often as you need her, but only if you ask. Watch for her.
Okay.
And then he steps back.
You're like, what? Mir takes one of her own feathers and gives it to Verrukt.
And he takes it
Honor
very,
me
very,
with
very
and
gently.
I hope that you return home from your battles.
And he
May Ayla guide your blade in battle. Zai, see you safe on your travels, and soon see you back home when battle is done.
And he looks down and he takes a deep... He closes his eyes and he takes a breath. And he lets out the breath. And for a split second, anyone who's looking at him, for just a hair's breadth of a second, you can see behind him, standing just to his right, there's like a tall, dark figure. Temp and Mir, if you happen to be looking at him, you recognize that figure. You see a little bit more of her than the others do. You see that it is a pale woman clad in black, and that behind her there are two wings that mantle and blot out the sky with their immensity. And then that second has passed, and he opens his eyes and he says, I will be alright. But if I am not, it is my fate. And he takes the feather and he tucks it into his own, like, feather collar, and he turns. And as he turns, you realize the shadows that were gathering behind him, which you didn't even realize were, the shadows gathered behind him, and now they unfold into these magnificent, glossy black wings. And he looks over his shoulder and he says, go, while you can.
Mir gives him one last bob of her head and turns her horse to follow the others.
You fucking go.
Yeah?
Started.
As I'm leaving, as I said, while he's talking to Mir, I scribble something on a piece of paper, stick it in my belt pouch, and then I use Mage Hand and I send my belt pouch over to him as we ride away.
Okay.
Did you give him your number?
No.
Wouldn't have passed it.
Temp's job.
Yeah, you guys, you ride your horses out of the canyon, and it seems almost calm, almost still for a second. And then, as you watch, you see him standing there, both arms outstretched. He's got a sword in one hand and a dagger in the other, and his wings are spread. And you see, like, this crash of fog and mist and, like, storm essence come slamming into the side of the cavern. You can see them bellow up, and you see amongst this, you see a floating figure, a withered corpse wearing these brilliant robes, and then you round the corner and you're gone. You book it. You run. These horses will not let you fall. These horses are steady riding, and as you nudge them towards your destination, you feel them as they surge forwards, and they leave the Ebony Hills, and you head through the deep mire, and it's almost like they don't even touch the water. They just skim over top of it. And they go sailing through the deep mire and through the trees, and before you know it, they've rounded the bend into the entrance of Saints Haven Valley, and you careen through the streets at this monstrous speed. And they skid to a halt at the gate, at the rift, and they wait.
I go through the rift. Post haste.
I go through.
Yeah, you guys...
I'm counting heads this time.
Lorelei needs a little help, but she gets through. She casts Fly on herself to get through, actually. Just kidding. She's not
Okay,
playing around.
Are we through?
The last person through, you see a storm approaching.
Mir
We're all done?
books
All
it.
through?
Mir
see
like
black
leaps
lightning
from
on
the
the
back of her
clouds.
horse. Like Mir like rides the horse right up to the edge of the rift, and, like leaps from the horse into the rift.
Are we through?
You're all through.
And gets a
I-
nat 20
I
for
go
that
through.
acrobatics, by the way.
Fuck yeah, you do.
And I
Holy shit.
I
Dramatic
smash
leap
the
from the
little
horse
globe
back.
under my heel.
You take this grapefruit-sized chunk of glass, make a fucking athletics check.
What up?
You got a 20.
Athletic? 19.
That's good enough. Yeah, you hurl this thing down and it shatters and you crunch some of the glass under your boot and you hear almost like
And
a
I tell
far
it
off
that's for Verrukt.
shivering scream, so high pitched you can't even really hear it. You just hear it vibrating in your ears and your throat and your teeth. And then the rift's black surface fades back to its soap bubble colors.
That's for righteousness and fate.
Congratulations, you're halfway done with the inner planes, everybody.
Woo!
That's where we'll end the
Alright,
session for
this is
tonight.
me signing off. And thank you
Yeah.
all.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and outro the stream and we can chat in a minute. Alrighty. So, thanks everybody. That's what the name's... The fuck is this game? This is Dungeons & Dragons. Welcome. So glad to have you here. Hey, thanks for stopping by tonight, everybody. Sorry it started a little bit late because I had to go buy a new freaking cable modem and use it to get my internet to work. Oops. Yeah. That was pretty great. I had that planned for ever. I really, really just wanted to have... God, I'm so happy I can finally put down for Verrukt's Wikia article. I can put last scene in the Shadowfell fighting the Lich-King. Where is this game? Around? On a continent somewhere? Skylar, thank you. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, so that's exciting. They're halfway done with the Inner Planes of Existence, which means there are 5 more. That's Earth, Fire, Smoke, Ice, and the Fairy, the Feywild. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, and I think... Nove, thank you for the bits. Love you too. Man, look at my little cup. I love it so much. Look at it. I think, holy shit, everybody. Thank you. All the bits. All the bits. Look at them bounce. Look at them go. Look at them bounce. Bouncify. Look at those little bits. Look at them on their little cup. I love them. I love them all. I love them all. Look how cute they are. It's JD. So, yeah, so, oh, I think we might be getting Echo back soon, which is great, but I'm gonna have to tie that in. Because I thought I would have more Planes of Existence before that, but it didn't. So I'm gonna have to, how did you come here? I don't know, how did you come here? You looking for streams? Well, you found one. Unfortunately, it's very close to ending. I'm sorry, but I have several players who need to go at about this time. So I'm so sorry, but we do play D&D every single week, so if you would like to witness more of this amazing campaign that I have lovingly crafted from my heart and my 2 hands just for you out of my own gray matter, if you would like to see more of it, stop by next Tuesday, and you might also get a chance to put your name in the campaign. If you come at the beginning of a session and I have NPCs that need named, toss out names and I will likely use them. Chance or fate to find us. Yes, that's the answer. It was your destiny. Not gonna lie, I only streamed because I accidentally whopped onto the stream one night of someone who wouldn't stop bugging me to do it instead of not doing it. So, destiny, my man. So anyway, I will be doing, I don't know, some game on Thursday. Maybe Stardew. Kind of feeling a little bit of Stardew. Also kind of not feeling Stardew. Also, maybe starting Mass Effect soon, which will be fun. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do Mass Effect on Thursdays, just because I love Mass Effect so much, and I just realized I could probably download it on this computer and play it, even though I'll need a mod to run the controller support. Oh, it's broken. FIFA? Nah. I do not sports games very well at all. I'm terrible at them. I find them so boring. And if I find a game boring as hell, you guys are not going to find it fun to watch me. That's for sure. So, thank you all for stopping by tonight. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to do my stream outro like a fool. Hey, Falcon, can you remember how to speak and stuff? Can you play a shorter song? This one will do. So, I'm playing a dice game. Yes, I am. I love them. I got a 16. That's pretty good. So, thank you again for stopping in tonight. Before you go to sleep tonight, I would appreciate it if you would take a couple minutes to wander around your house and make sure you don't have any extra lights on. Electronic devices plugged in that are not in use, chargers plugged in that aren't charging anything, water dripping from your faucets, etc. Make sure you go ahead and do all that, and do that if you would, in an effort to conserve power resources and as a favor to me and to your planet. Thank you all very, very much, and I will see you guys on Thursday for something. Goodbye.